by Red Max and priced at $5.99. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero-turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end-of-summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stammy Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston and the Stammy Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StammyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StammyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family. Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Neelan Cole, a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Neelan Cole today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Neelan Cole, proudly serving the Carolinas.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Elliott's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with a Skag from Elliott's Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
I think he's walking around doing good. It'll be key for y'all having Eli. Is Eli Falls back?
Eli Falls is back, and you could tell last week the goal lines were just much more comfortable on offense. It just felt like that they were running their offense against Burns, going into that game missing people that didn't realize they were going to be missing. It looked kind of tough, but they were much better last week. But then again, he was still under 50% passing, and the last two games, Lee's been below 50% passing. Yeah. And he did throw one interception last week as well. So it's going to be interesting from a coaching perspective. You would just about rather go in this as the team that had lost because the pressure's off of you. And I
agree with that. And it's always hard to beat a team twice.
It's hard to beat a team twice, but it can be done. And I feel that Burns can handle this. Yeah. But as far as the way you feel, you would rather come in as the underdog than the team that won the first time.
All right. Just want to remind our listeners, we're sorry we didn't have audio there for a little while. You're listening to the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show, and as always, Burns Football is brought to you by West End Sales. It's Jeff Jones joining Tom Sinafani and Matt Royster tonight for this second round 2A playoff game from Ron Green Stadium here in George Falls Field. Sorry that we didn't have audio. That was just a setting on the computer there. So we talked, but we were talking to ourselves. So I'm sorry, fellas. He just let us know that.
Just a good combo a little bit ago.
We've got it.
We had a nice conversation.
Yeah, nice conversation, but you two were talking to each other. So sorry
That's okay.
Sorry to do that to you. But we've been talking about the weather, the elements. It's been raining. It's been a steady rain here really for the last couple hours. It was off and on for a little while. It's been a steady rain. It's going to be better tonight than it is tomorrow night, but the elements are not really the best. We gave a little bit of analysis about what we think the teams are going to do and such, but we need to do some iconic motor company players to watch. So, Jeff, why don't you do one for Shelby for us?
Well, my iconic player to watch for Shelby will be running back Bryson Key. Key had 135 yards rushing last week against Forest Hills, and I think that with the weather the way it is tonight, I think that Shelby, if they're going to have any success, they're going to have to run the ball.
Mm-hmm. All right, so say that one more time, Jeff. Who was that?
Bryson Key.
Bryson Key is our iconic motor company player to watch, and then we'll go Burns. Matt, who do you have for a player to watch for
I'm
Burns?
going running back as well, Jeremiah Norris. Games like this, it's hard to throw in the rain. It's hard to get a good grip. I think we still will see some passing tonight, but it's going to fall on Norris. I mean, I think he ran 13 times the last meeting. I expect to see him run more tonight. He's coming in. He's over 1,000-yard rusher. He's got 1,055 yards and 15 touchdowns coming into tonight. So he's a lot of our offense runs through him, and I think it's going to be even more key tonight.
Yeah, so iconic player to watch. Number 2 is Jeremiah Norris, and looking at his season statistics, he is averaging 96 yards a game. He's averaging almost 9 yards a carry, and he's got 15 touchdowns on the air. But Burns is a team, 36 rushing touchdowns on the air. So, yeah, in a weather game like this, you may want to get the ground game going.
Yeah, we're going to have to establish that, and I think we have. We did that good against Shelby the first game. I think it's even more important tonight. And then hopefully that'll open up some lanes in the passing game as well. So I think it'll all hinge on that running game.
If you look at the stats from the Burns-Shelby game just 2 weeks ago, Burns had 22 first downs. 14 of them were rushing. The game is 48 minutes long. Burns held the ball for 31 of the 48 minutes.
Well, I know that third quarter we had the ball for like 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, Burns had a 9.5-minute drive and got no points. But at that time, I looked at Tom and I said, Tom, Burns just won the football game because they were up by 14 and they held the ball for 9 minutes. And so
we didn't score that drive, but
they didn't.
We kept them off the field.
That drive continued actually a little bit into the fourth quarter.
Yes,
I mean that was just a long drive. Now we disagreed. I said we should have kicked the field goal, and Jeff said, well, you're going to leave us down there on the 5-yard line, and made him drive the whole field. Shelby did get an by the way touchdown, but there wasn't enough time for Shelby to get back in the football game.
Right. Burns led the game 27-7, and that was pretty much the way it should have ended. But Shelby did score that touchdown at the very end to make it look a little bit better. But it was a dominant effort by Burns, and that's why when we were talking before, when we were just having our little private conversation, I talked about how if you had to choose from a coaching perspective, you would almost rather come in as the underdog. It's hard to beat a team 2 times, all that kind of good stuff. But I think Burns feels good about where they are because they're a dominant team.
And I think we need to focus on a little bit of the offense and defensive line too. I think this game's going to be won in the trenches. I think it's going to be key for each offensive line. Pave the way for our running backs, and I think I think Nick Vincent is playing tonight. I think you said Hopper might be questionable for tonight. I think it's going to have good defense to win tonight for sure.
So we'll see what happens in those trenches. That I feel pretty good that the Burns offensive line has gotten better as the years gone on. But a lot of times, if you got a back like Jeremiah Norris, he doesn't need a whole lot if he can bounce that thing outside and take it a long way. But as you said earlier, when we were talking to ourselves, north and south, I think that's going to be critical. Keeping it north and south is, you might say, well, he's able to bounce outside, and I've seen Jeremiah do it a lot. But this field, which I coached on this field for 15 years, I know it can take a lot of water. Mm-hmm. So. In the way it's crowned, you guys can see it from here, that a lot of this water does drain off. So I think that'll help the conditions. As long as it doesn't rain too bad, it's still going to be a factor, but maybe not as bad a factor as it could be.
I would expect to see get Jeremiah Norris in some screen passes. That way he's already out on the flat, out on the outside, and then from that point he can run north to south. And I'm thinking that might be an effective strategy for Burns tonight. Yeah,
they ran a lot of slants too in their last game. They like to get the ball out of Mooney's hands pretty quickly, and they did run a lot of slants. But you got to make that cut. And I was watching some of the Shelby players, and they were getting acclimated to the field, and it is hard to come out of that cut sometimes if you're trying to cut sharply on that wet surface. So we'll see how that's impacted. Kings Mountain is going to play their game tomorrow because they've got turf over there. But I tell you, that turf's got to be slippery in a game, and when it's going to rain all that much. I mean, I know that you don't have to worry about the grass tearing up, but, the conditions you'll just have to see. You'll just have to see how your players acclimate to it. You'll have to see what's working, and I think it's going to be some in-game adjustments, some before halftime, depending on how well the guys adapt to their environment tonight.
We can talk about statistics, but the most important statistic is how many points have you scored, how many points have you given up, and the elephant in the room, as far as if you're looking at Shelby and Burns, Shelby has scored 504 points this year. Burns has scored 506.
Yeah.
Shelby has given up 201. Burns has only given up 113. And so there's the big advantage. Burns gives up half as many points as Shelby. When Burns and Shelby played 2 weeks ago, Burns gave up half as many points as Shelby. And so, those statistics, don't lie, and it really comes down. And the schedules have been similar enough. Shelby played AC Reynolds, and Burns played Watauga, and that's a wash. Shelby played a not very good High Brighton team, and Burns played probably a little bit lesser team in Forest View. So again, and then they played the same conference teams and Burns lost to Kings Mountain. Shelby lost to Kings Mountain. Burns shut Crest down, and Shelby gave up 50 points against Crest. So it's that's the big thing, and that's why I agree. The Simmons ratings, they have Burns as an 8-point favorite just based on all the computer stuff, and I think that's a pretty solid. I think it's a pretty solid prediction right now.
Well, if you're a Burns fan, let's hope history repeats itself tonight. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Burns fans, you actually hope maybe it doesn't because Jeff had been hitting the history books. He's an old history teacher.
Yeah.
That this is not the first time Shelby's been in this situation. Tell us a little bit about the history of Shelby football in games where they have to play somebody else in their conference or play the same opponent twice.
Yeah, starting in 1968, Shelby's played 20 times. They've played teams that are from their conference, and they've won 18 of those 20. The two times that they lost were in 2001. Shelby defeated Lincoln 45-31, and then they lost in the playoffs 28-27. And then way back in 1985, Shelby beat Kings Mountain 10-0, and in the playoffs they lost to Kings Mountain 7-0. And the nice thing, if you're pulling for Shelby, is that in the history, Shelby has played 4 teams that they lost to in the regular season, in the playoffs, and they've won all 4 of those.
Wow.
3 of them were against South Point. In fact, one of them was back in 2017 when South Point had a great team. They beat Shelby 35-15, and it wasn't even that close. And then Shelby went up to South Point in the second round and beat them 33-23.
Yeah.
So again, history doesn't win
Well,
games,
we don't
though.
want that history to repeat
Yeah,
itself
that's
if you're a
right.
Burns fan.
Yeah. So we want the more recent history if you're a
Recent.
Burns fan. You want the
Absolutely.
more long-standing history if you're a Shelby fan. So
Absolutely.
We'll see. It looks like we've got some captains coming up. Let me take a quick break. And Trent Marty has, I know that we were worried about getting the camera up. Trent Marty's got a fantastic shot. If I can do that right there, now we can see that shot of the game there. So great job, Trent Marty, for getting that out there for us. Appreciate that a lot. We're going to go to a commercial break while we do the moment of silence and national anthem. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Parker Family Feed in Bellwood now carries Balin Country products, including Balin Country water feeders and gates. Come check them out. And if you're looking for square hay bales, they've got them at Parker Family Feed. And don't forget, the baby chicks have arrived. Also mums, pumpkins, fertilizer, lime, grass seed, plus pet and livestock feed, along with your insecticides and pesticides too. See the girls today at Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Like them on Facebook too. Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Neeline Cole, a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Neeline Cole today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Neeline Cole, proudly serving the Carolinas. Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $5.99. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end of summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston, and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family. The 30th anniversary sale continues at Essiter Auto Sales in Shelby. Come check them out all year long with some great anniversary specials. Find out how easy it can be for you to be one of their satisfied customers. Yes, 30 years ago, Susie and Richie started Essiter Auto Sales, striving to give you the best deal possible on a quality pre-owned vehicle. See them today at 417 South Post Road in Shelby, online at srautosales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. That's Essiter Auto Sales in Shelby.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Ellie's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with a Skag from Ellie's Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at elliesupplyinc.com.
All right, we're back. Tom Sinafani, Jeff Jones, and Matt Royster bringing you this 2A playoff game and trying to see who won the toss, guys. Did you see?
I didn't see it, no.
And I'm not sure who's going to get the kickoff, but the James River Equipment kickoff coming up momentarily. Thank you for listening in on KTC Broadcasting, brought to you by Contracted Pyrotechnics in Dustin Ledford, my old student from many moons ago. They're the ones that bring you the fantastic fireworks display each and every week. So again, that's Pyrotechnics, Contracted Pyrotechnics. So thank you very much for sponsoring Burns football, along with West End Sales, Bill Schubert Heating and Air, bringing you the pregame show, Iconic Motor Company, bringing you the player to watch. Tonight, it'll be Main Street Hardware, bringing you the scoreboard, James River Equipment giving us the kickoffs. So excited about this game, and its anticipation has been building for a while, guys. I've been thinking about this thing all day.
Guys, are we going to see a fireworks show tonight out in the rain? Reckon that's possible? I guess we'll have to see here in a few minutes.
They're pyrotechnics. Come on now. Pyrotechnics can light off fireworks in any kind of weather.
Tom, it'll be interesting to see, who is going to receive, because I thought one of the keys 2 weeks ago, Burns took you've lost me.
What's that? You good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I can hear you
Burns took the opening kickoff and they scored.
Yeah.
And they never gave that lead up, so it was 7-0. It stayed that way.
And we had that talk last time, Jeff, about the script. You may have your script and you're just ready to go with your offensive set, or at this level it's a little harder to pull off. But you get the 2-for-1. You could score before halftime and then get the second half kickoff. That's the old Bill Belichick, and you see a lot of college coaches do that. I think it's a little harder to execute at this level, though. Yeah. So I'd almost rather have the ball first if I've got my script and my game plan and ready to go, and I want to get my offense on the field.
You definitely want to get the ball first if you're going to go down and drive down and score and take that lead.
Yeah, and you're right, Jeff. Last time they never looked back, so we'll see. And sorry we missed that. We were doing the national anthem, and I was trying to get this and that done, and I've got a lot of excuses. There's a fireworks show from Contracted Pyrotechnics in Dustin Ledford. Thank you so much for sponsoring this broadcast, and not thank me, but I'm sure people like Tamara Weaver sitting at home who watches a lot of these games. She's thanking you. A lot of people. Sarah Siegel, one of my old students, texted in and said, "Can we get the video link?" So hopefully she's watching tonight. So we've had people from all over. A lot of people with small kids that can't come out in weather like this, so they get to enjoy the game. So thank you very much.
Still a pretty good crowd out here tonight. Braving the weather. See a lot of umbrellas out there. Pretty good crowd for Shelby over there as well. So
Tom, it does look like Shelby's going to receive because they've got a kickoff receive team out on the field. So
that's right. So it'll be James River Equipment kickoff, Burns. And we got a crowded press box, and some of our coaches have had to come inside because they've got some of this high-dollar electronic equipment. So they had to bring it inside. And Bulldogs huddling up on the sideline, and we're about ready to go. Thank you one more time to Bill Schubert Heating and Air for bringing you the pregame show. And thank you very much to Trent Marty. Trent sets up our equipment every week and got the camera working and fixed the audio on the computer. We didn't have audio at the beginning of the broadcast, and Trent Marty fixed that. So we just really appreciate what Trent Marty does each and every week. We would not have a broadcast without him.
Tell who we got back deep for Shelby, Jeff.
It's usually Ramseur and Hamilton, but it's so difficult to read Shelby's numbers. They're gold numbers and they're small.
It's going to be a challenge seeing a whole lot with the weather. We're back a little bit.
Tom, I thought you were going to clean those windows too. I told you to.
I cleaned the ones at Crest when I was in detention. Kickoff popped in the air, caught about the 26-yard line, working to the right side. He's going to be slung down.
And that was Jakeith Hamilton.
And that was Lamont Wilson on the stop for Burns.
Good job, Lamont Wilson, there for that tackle to knock him back a few yards on that catch.
And let's see where they're going to spot the football. They're going to spot it right at the 25-yard line. So this is where Jeff was talking about in the pregame show. Can Burns come out with a defensive stand? They've played good defense all year. And Big Avante Maddox is in there. He was a question mark before this game started, but he's out there right now. Shelby in the gun, and Lee's going to work to his right, working to his right, lets it go, incomplete, short throw there of his receiver.
Yeah, pass intended, I think, for Hamilton there on the right side. you got to wonder if the field conditions made an effect on that throw there.
Could be. Another big difference from what we saw 2 weeks ago is Shelby started with a big power back, and that's number 13, actually a defensive lineman. That's Tyler Boyce, and he's been playing power back for the last 2 weeks, and he's a big fella to run behind.
All right, triple wide receivers, a little pistol set this time. Man comes in motion for Shelby, and they're going to run straight ahead and through a crease, and there he goes. Lamont Wilson drags him down, but looks like there's a Falston Pharmacy first down for Shelby.
Yep, and that is right up the gut, and one of the key blocks on that was that big number 13. He came across and made a nice kick-out block on the defensive tackle.
I'm going to give him 11 yards, Jeff.
Yeah, Wilson and Jeter there as well for the tackle for Burns.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Shelby after that run of 11 yards. Lee in the gun, and he'll hand it off again. Not this time. Here comes big Marshall McGowan. Will throw him for a loss.
He's been doing that all year. Hit him in the backfield. It might have lost a few yards on that play.
Yeah, he lost at least 1 yard, and you talk about somebody that I was really impressed with, McGowan. Is he a guy that moved in early this year?
He transferred from East Rutherford. He's just a sophomore.
Well, he's a good football player.
Yeah,
good kid too. I talked to him.
His dad's in the Football Hall of Fame at Gardner Webb, I believe. So he's got a good bloodline.
All right, pistol set again for Shelby. Lee going to throw it. Now he steps up. Now he's got room to run, but he's hit and dropped after about a 2-yard gain. It'll set up third down and 8 for Shelby.
I think it's Kavion Hopper there for the stop. Big stop there for Burns to pull up third down. Third and 8, I think, is on the field. So it's a big play here for this Bulldog defense.
Looked like he had a seam, and it cut down really quickly as Kavion able to get him to the ground. So now it is third down, 8. And these are, if you're a Burns fan, this is where you need to get off the field. 4 down linemen for Burns. Lee in the gun again. Running back to his right. He'll clap the hands. He's got it. He's got time. He lets it go. Overthrown and incomplete. And it's punting time for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, ball high over there to Jakeith Hamilton. Pretty good coverage there. I think was that L.J. Allen.
That was L.J. Allen,
Yep.
and it's a good thing he did throw it high because Allen stepped in front of that. If it had been a good pass, it could have been 6 for Burns.
Yeah, he had a step on him. So good job there, L.J. Bring up the punt unit, and we got Ryan Thompson back deep for Burns.
And he has been explosive. He has had several kickoffs returned for touchdowns this year. He stands back at his 25-yard line. I think it's Berkowitz, the soccer player, to punt. And knuckleball is going to be kind of short. Hit at the 35, takes a big Shelby bounce, and wisely Thompson gets away with it. But great special teams play. Burns will take it on their own 19-yard line with 9:59 left to go on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard.
Yeah, Berkowitz's got a big leg, so good job there for Shelby special teams.
All right, so it's Mark Parker also joining in. Thanks, Mark, for watching tonight. We appreciate you joining the broadcast. And now we've got first down and 10 for Shelby. They end up spot at the 19, guys.
I think it's.
I thought it was the 20.
I think it's right on the.
Yeah, it's right on the 20.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll update the notebook, and it will be first down and 10 as Mooney's first opportunity. Double wide receivers right now. Man comes in motion. That's a penalty. They don't call it. It's going to be a sweep with Norris. Fights his way maybe for about 4. I thought one of our guys maybe took off upfield a little too soon.
He did, and I think they did throw the flag. It's way back at the 16-yard line.
Okay.
And it was an illegal shift.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can do it in Canada, but you can't do it in the United States.
There's that sweep play, as you was talking about, Tom. It's been pretty effective this year with Jeremiah Norris.
Yeah, and it was a nice. It was a really nice run. He got 4 yards on that.
But that's the kind of things you get to, these little penalties, these little nickel dimers. They'll hurt you. Now you're behind the sticks, first down and 15 in a bad weather game. It's not where you want to be. So second down, and now play clock starts.
Actually, it's going to still be first down.
Yeah, so it's still did I say second down? I'm sorry, first down and 15. And now a little sugar huddle for Burns, which they don't do very often, Jeff. I don't know if you've seen us a lot.
People don't huddle very much.
They don't huddle very much. Triple wide receivers to the left. Mooney in the gun. Toss play. Norris, left side. Through a little crease. Puts the head down and gets the penalty yardage back. It'll be about second down and maybe 10 or 9 yards to go.
Now, I think he's going to get all up to 6, so I think it's going to be second down and 9. One of the things, I got a chance to kind of go back and look at a little bit of the film from 2 weeks ago, and Burns really by formation, they put Shelby in some binds on those sweeps last 2 weeks ago, and I was going to be interested to see how Shelby was going to react to that. And so far, same.
Yeah.
Put him in a bind again, just by alignment.
A triple wide receivers left again, single to the right. Norris the single setback beside Mooney. Mooney in the guns, got it, and then fakes the toss play. Now he's going to roll. He's got a man in the screenplay open, 30, 35, 40. Kahari Haynes with a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, good pass there. Kahari Haynes got across the 40. I love seeing Kahari getting involved in the offense because he's an explosive player, definitely athletic. Good job there all the way up to, I think we'll call it the 42-yard line.
Yeah, nice play. It was basically a bootleg. He faked that toss to the left and then rolled back. It was a really short bootleg, but it gave time for Kahari to come all the way across at about 6 yards. And he had a guy kind of behind him, but they couldn't catch him.
Mm-hmm.
So triple wide receivers to the right this time, one to the left, single back set again as Mooney's in the gun. Getting his chance to set up. Shelby counters with 4 down linemen. Toss play to the short side, and Norris kind of fighting his way, but didn't leave him a lot of room. They run that to the near side of the field. Wasn't a whole lot of room to run. Let's see where they mark it.
Now, I think it's going to be kind of no gain at all. It's going to still be at the 42-yard line. And some people will say, why do you run that in the short side of the field? Well, there's less people.
Right.
And so you put more people on the wide side. But it was a really nice job defensively for Shelby that time.
All right, 2nd down and 10. You're right, Jeff. No gain. And if you've ever listened to a game called by Jeff before, he is the spot Nazi. He really gets into where that ball's spotted. But I tell you, I've learned a lot that sometimes that it can be a moving target.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
3 wide receivers to the left, and Norris tries to sweep. He's got a little bit of room, stumbles, is still on his feet, 45, close to the 50-yard line. He's going to be a little bit short of a first down. I think they're going to mark him out at the 49, guys.
Yeah, you saw him stumble a little bit there. I guess, field conditions are definitely wet. Might have made an impact on his turn there.
Oh, they didn't give him as much as I thought. What is 6 maybe?
What's your expert analysis?
7? Okay, so they gave him 7. Yeah, you're right. They did give him 7. Ball's up to the 49-yard line. So interesting call here. 3rd down and 3. I would think if they didn't get it, they would punt, but we'll see.
Well, here before too long, you're going to see Burns. Burns has got all these guys out wide, and Shelby's having to bump people out, and there's only one linebacker in the middle, and they're going to run a little trap right up the gut, and that could be big.
And that's going to be a sweep. Now to the right side, through a little hole, lowers the head, first down for Burns. Gain of about 5. I think that's Norris again. No, that's Thompson.
That's Ryan Thompson. Good job to get up there, first down, up to the 45. So Burns got a little drive developing here in this first quarter, 7 minutes, 5 seconds left.
So that's the second first down of this drive. And as you said earlier, Jeff, this is the kind of reminiscent of the drive they had in that third quarter. Just methodically marching down the field, keeping possession of the ball. They've kept it from 10-11. They've almost had it 3.5 going on 4 minutes. So it's first down and 10. Triple wide receivers out to the left again. Mooney's in the gun. Claps the hands, has the ball. Now it's Norris, picks his way, falls forward. Maybe he got 2 to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, definitely slipped on the field there. Looks like he had a hole right up the middle, but fell down. A tough break there, Jeremiah Norris.
Burns pulled their backside guard and tackle, and he did a really good job of letting his blocks get set up, and when he put that right foot in the ground and got ready to cut, that right foot just kept going. Yeah. And he did a great job of diving forward for 2. A lot of guys would have gotten no yardage at all, but it's a good job of sprawling forward to pick up those 2 yards.
Triple wide receivers left again. No, it's double wide receivers, 1 to the right, 3 wide receivers. No, there's 4. I'm sorry. Mooney's got it and fakes the toss, and Norris fell down after the fake. Little pass out in the flat, but incomplete off the hands of the wide receiver.
Was that little bootleg that was we completed to Haynes last time, incomplete to.
Yeah, this time they were
Haynes,
throwing
that
it.
was a Kahari Surratt.
Surratt, yep.
They were throwing it to Surratt, and he was open. The ball was thrown just a little bit behind him, but again, everything Burns has done looks good schematically. So there's nothing for them to worry about right now.
Well,
if you're Coach Devine, you're feeling pretty good about what you're doing so far.
He had a little bit more pressure on that play than it did the previous one.
Yeah, boys got into his face just a little bit. So
it's Third down, 8. 4 wide receivers in for Burns. Single back set again. Mooney's got it. It's Lamont Wilson's the back. Over the middle. Man is there. Caught for the first down. And that's Ryan Thompson, who's got it around the 27-yard line.
And that is a great throwing catch because he took a shot as soon as he let go of it, but it was a perfect throw. It was really good
he
coverage.
Had to put that. He was through it in double coverage. He had to put that right where it was.
It was really good coverage, but it was just a perfect throw.
Yep.
I give him a 16-yard pass and catch on that, and I tell you what, that's that little slant they like to run. And now we're getting to the part of the field I'm gonna have to play Twister a little bit where I can see.
Yeah.
Mind your way, Matt. Can you see?
No,
okay.
You're good.
Okay, triple wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Single back set again. Man comes in motion, and he'll get it around the right side. Throw a little crease. There he goes. It's Thompson. He's going to go in for the numbers. Bookkeeping touchdown, guys.
Little jet sweep there to Ryan Thompson to the right side. Burns pulls ahead of this one 6-0 here in this first quarter. Good job there, Ryan Thompson.
Yeah, he just took it around the right side, had a crease, and he was gone. 28 yards and a touchdown, and that makes it 6-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. So PAT brought to you by Neal & Cole coming up, and it's Camacho. And this is what you talked about, Jeff. This is going to be a little dicey tonight.
Yep, it's not so much the kicker as it is just the snap and the hold.
Correct.
Just a lot of moving parts in this.
So Mooney calls the signal. Good snap, good hold. Kick up.
Looks good.
Kick is good. Yep. Neal & Cole extra point is good. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $599. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end of summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stammy Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston and the Stammy Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StammyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StammyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family.
And you just missed a James River kickoff, which was popped up in the air, hit a Shelby player, recovered by Burns. They're in business at the Shelby 42, guys.
Yeah, Johnny Johnson, a little pop-up kick, essentially an onside kick recovered by Burns. So we're in business again. I think we'll call it on the 41s where Burns will start this drive.
Yeah, they're going to put it right down there at the 41-yard line. Big special teams play. Now we're going to see if Burns can cash in on this, man. So first down and 10. If you're just joining us, 7-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Burns scores a touchdown on their first possession. A 9-play drive took 4:51 off the clock. An 80-yard drive capped off by a 28-yard touchdown by Thompson. So single back set. Mooney's going to have to get it off. Barely he does. Norris trapped in the backfield. He's going to be thrown for a big loss. Maybe lost about 8, fellas.
Yeah, it was 51. I think that is McNeely for Shelby had the initial contact. It's a big loss there on the play. Not a good way to start this drive for Burns.
It's going to be a loss of 6. I think Burns just about didn't get it off in time, and I think that just kind of got everything was just kind of discombobulated on that.
But I'm going to tell you what, that's what you do, Jeff. If you got a sudden change like that, that's what you want from your defense is a negative play.
Absolutely.
So they back Burns up behind the sticks, second and very long, second and 16 yards to go. So Mooney's in the gun. He's got it, and he fakes the toss. He'll roll to his left. Man out in the flats. Haynes, he's got it. 40, 35, 30, first down.
Wow.
Boy, shoved out of bounds, but it's a big play for the Bulldogs, and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, big-time play there. Kahari Haynes seeing him more on the offensive side of the ball, enough for a big first down here. And
So
leveled a player there at the very end of the play.
So 32. What'd you give him on that, Jeff?
Went from the 46 to the 27, so 47 to 27, so it's probably about a 20-yard
20-yard. Okay, so a 20-yard pass and catch. But I should say mostly the run is Haynes. They are using him on offense a lot more in this drive, or in this game.
Well, again, that's the same play they did earlier, just there. They just went to the left instead of the right. Haynes running across the middle. You got a linebacker on him, and the linebacker just can't stay with him.
And again, it's going to be Mooney on the read option, powers forward, maybe got about 3 or 4. And I want to make sure we get one more time. Special thanks to Contracted Pyrotechnics and Dustin Lefford, Burns graduate. Thank you for sponsoring the video broadcast tonight. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, it looks like we can set up a 2nd and 7 situation. Ball's on the 24-yard line of Shelby.
And again, it's 3:51, and other than the first couple minutes of this quarter, it's been Burns' ball, and that was kind of their formula for success the first game. So inside the 25, Burns marching down. And Mooney's in the gun, snaps the ball. He's got it. He's back. He's got time. He steps up. He's got a lane. He's going to run. He's to the 20. He's to the 15.
Oh, what a move.
Makes a man miss. 10, 5. He's pulled down. First down and goal, Bulldogs.
What a move downfield to sidestep the defender there, Ben Mooney, showing that 4.5 speed all the way up. We're going to have first and goal, Burns.
So I'm going to give him 19 yards. And that's the 5th first down for Burns tonight.
It's like Mooney's coming out. Might see a little wildcat action here. Ryan Thompson.
Yeah, they like to use Thompson on this.
Shotgun.
So it looks like it's student body right. Let's see if that's where they go. As Thompson takes a direct snap, checks the right side. Shelby plugs the hole, though. He falls forward. Helmet goes flying. Maybe got about 2. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, up to about the 3-yard line or so. Little inside handoff there, Ryan Thompson. Mooney remains on the sidelines, it appears. So we may see another wildcat play here.
Yeah, they like to do this in their short yardage situation. So it'll be 2nd down and goal again from about the 3-yard line.
I know you're a big fan of that play, Tom. You got an extra blocker.
Extra blocker. Yeah, that's what I love it. You get an extra blocker. And it looks like student body right again, and that's where he goes. And Thompson puts the head down, bulls his
Touchdown.
way. Numbers, bookkeeping, touchdown. Ryan Thompson from about 2 yards out, and it's 13-0 Burns, fellas.
Yeah, took it right up the middle, right into the gut of that Shelby defense. For another touchdown, 13-0 Burns with its early lead.
So I had 6 plays on that 42-yard drive. And just under 3 minutes off the clock, about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But just like that in this first quarter, it's 14-0 Burns.
Well, the Shelby defense has been on the field a long time, going back to the previous drive, so they're tired at this point.
Nealon Cole, extra point. Snap back, kick up. Kick good. 14-0 Burns. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Nealon Co., a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Nealon Co. today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Nealon Co., proudly serving the Carolinas.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Ellie's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with a Skag from Ellie's Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at elliessupplyinc.com.
We're back. James River Equipment coming up. Johnny Johnson pops it in the air. Same thing they did last time. Convergence around the football. And this time Shelby's got it. So that's a big play for Shelby there, and they're going to get it in pretty good field position.
Yeah, it was effective last time, but not this one. So Shelby will start off with a pretty decent field position. We'll give a shout out to listeners in Amarillo, Texas, Pat and Walt Weibrel. Thanks for tuning in as always.
And I appreciate y'all bringing the candy most weeks. And we do appreciate you listening. Joe says you're our number one fans, and we appreciate that. So with 2:25 left to go first quarter, Lee's in the gun, and they're going to try the straight-ahead run, but nothing doing there. Thrown for a loss by, I think, Johnny Johnson.
Yeah, good job, John Johnson. Met him in the backfield for about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
I think they're going to give him for a loss of 1. Generous spot. Of course, they give him forward progress on that. So second down and 11, and Lee's got triple wide receivers to the right. Lee in the gun. Snap back. He's got time. He's got all day. Now he's going to try to be flushed, and he's going to get positive yardage there. Gain of about 6, maybe. Depends on where he went out of bounds.
Let's put him out of bounds at the 47.
So that, I would say, gain of 5, Jeff, or 6? What are you giving
Gain of 5.
Gain of 5. So that would be third down.
6.
I wouldn't say this is do or die, Jeff, but I'd say this is a big third down for Shelby.
It's pretty close to do or die.
Well, I know that defense has been on the field a lot. He may go for it. I don't know. It's awful early in the game. We'll see. 4 wide receivers in for Shelby. Lee's in the gun again, and he's got it. He's back. Got time. Steps up. Sees a hole. There he goes. And he's got all kinds of room. Slides down around the 42-yard line. But a big play, that's a run of 15 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, had good coverage downfield, but Lee took it on the ground. And as Jeff said earlier in the game, he proved he can run the ball last week against Forest Hills.
And the key was that coverage was downfield. There was just lots and lots of room for him to run.
Yep.
So Burns going with 2 linebackers and 4 down linemen. Pitch play and trying to get the corner, and he does depends on where he went out of bounds. Not sure where he stepped out. Not going to give him much, are they?
I think he might have gained a couple on the play.
Yeah, I think he got maybe 2.
So run of 2. When it's on the far side, it's really hard to tell. Who was the ball carrier there, fellas?
That was Key, Bryson
Okay.
Key.
Yeah, that's their mainstay running back there.
Okay, so Key is back there with Lee. Key and Lee, kind of easy to remember that. And 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Lee's got it, looks, throws, man open, caught it. Great catch.
Ball's on the
and
ground.
And the ball, did it come out?
Nope, it just looked like it was going to.
So he's to the 25. That's an 11-yard pass and another Falston Pharmacy first down. And Shelby's got a little something going here, fellas.
That was Eli Falls on the reception. He's really sure-handed. I think I've seen him drop 1 this year. He's a guy that when you get it near him, he generally makes that catch.
Yeah, he was out the previous matchup between our 2 teams.
All right, 4 wide receivers in for Shelby. So Lee's in the gun again. And he's got it. He looks. He's going to get it out quickly to the corner of the end zone. Looked like some holding there. And yeah, I think that's the right call, gentlemen.
Well, the ball was pretty far over his head. I thought it was uncatchable. Was my thought. But what do you think, Jeff?
I think it was 2 guys playing football. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I think
he overthrew it.
I think each player had a hold of each other, but I think it was so far over his head, I thought it was uncatchable.
Well, there is a flag someplace. I don't know.
Yeah, there is.
They're going to get him for PI, I think.
Yeah, that's a 13-yard penalty and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Again, I think that was just 2 guys playing football. Of course, I don't know. He might have, if he had some jersey.
It looked like he did. It looked like he
had
had a little jersey on that. But now Shelby really in business as Lee's going to keep it and be thrown for a loss.
Yep, that was he made the wrong read that time. He should have gone ahead and given it to Key, and he held on to it and lost 6 yards.
It's like Nick Vincent, I think, made the initial contact. Can't tell. McGowan and a couple other ones was there as well for Burns.
So second tackle for loss for Burns on this drive and the 3rd tackle for loss on the game. So Shelby again in the shotgun as Lee's back there, single back set. A little H-back to the right. They don't run it that way. Lee's stepping up. He's got time. He looks. Man is out there. Overthrew him.
Yep, just overthrew him. He was open. And
Falls was wanting a penalty there.
Falls was wanting a penalty, and something really looked kind of strange. Like when he started to jump, he wasn't able to jump. So I think he's going to claim that they had him by the jersey. But again, I didn't think they had him by the jersey the first time. But
I think that was probably uncatchable anyway.
Shirt pulling will continue until it's called.
Absolutely.
I'll just go ahead and tell you that. The soccer's the same
no doubt
thing.
about it.
So it's wide receivers, 2 of them to the right, 1 of them to the left. A little offset eye this time for Shelby. And Lee's got it, going to throw it out in the flat. He's got a man, but didn't get much.
He did.
No, he's got about 3 yards. No, he's got more than that, doesn't he? He's got about
2 or 3.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 8 though. That's the problem. But they did pick up.
Got about 8 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3rd and 15. Now it's 4th and 8. So he picked up 7.
It was a good catch there on the sideline, tiptoed the sideline.
It was a good catch, and I think Shelby was saying, okay, we're going for it on 4th down. We're going to try to pick up half of it now.
They can get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Big play here.
4th down. 4 wide receivers in for Shelby and Lee. Lee's got it. He's got time. He's looking to his left. Now scrambles to his right. He's trying to make a man miss, and he won't get away. Kahari Haynes drags him down. Turnover on downs for Shelby.
That's why he's going to App State right there, y'all. What an athletic play to the outside. Lee looked like he had a corner there. It looks like he had room to run. But Kahari Haynes stopped him short. Big time.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Well, the chickens have arrived at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood, and that's no yoke. Come by and see them. Just watching them will crack you up. Okay, seriously, they now have chickens along with mums and pumpkins. They have fertilizer, lime, grass seed, including ryegrass for your yard, along with your pet and livestock feed. See the girls today at Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Like them on Facebook, too. The 30th anniversary sale continues at Essener Auto Sales in Shelby. Come check them out all year long with some great anniversary specials. Find out how easy it can be for you to be one of their satisfied customers. Yes, 30 years ago, Susie and Richie started Essener Auto Sales, striving to give you the best deal possible on a quality pre-owned vehicle. See them today at 417 South Post Road in Shelby, online at srautosales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. That's Essener Auto Sales in Shelby.
All right, shout out to some of our Burns teachers. Tamara Weaver, Amanda Morris, and Tracy Gardo are in the comfy confines of the school building. They do not wish to get their hair wet, I guess, so they're going to stay in there and watch the game. We're comfy and warm, but there's a lot of fans out there who are a little wet tonight. But you just missed a goal line, well, not really a goal line, but a stand in the red zone by Burns to get the ball back, turnover on downs, and that's Norris with the pitch. And he might have got a yard. Good job by the Shelby defense that time, guys.
Yeah, 2 or 3 Shelby defenders kind of pushed him out of bounds there.
Again, running it into the short side, but too many people there that time.
Now, Jeff, I know you're the old ball coach. I just don't like that. It's kind of one of those things. I know there's less people, but I just feel like, I don't know, you're taking away a little bit of his explosiveness by running into the short side.
No, Tom, did you like that first 20-something yard touchdown run?
I guess I did. That was to the short side.
That
was. Touche.
Well, maybe they might be expecting us to run to the long side of the field.
Well, and they've run one time to the wide side and picked up about 8 yards that way. So there's nothing that's troubling Burns right now.
Norris, right side, puts the head down. He'll have about 3 or 4, but it sets up a 3rd down and about 6, a chance for Shelby to get off the field.
Not a bad run there by Jeremiah. I think Drew Hollifield brings him down.
Yeah, this would be big for Shelby because if they can get off the field here, then they're going to get pretty good field position after the punt. You know, this game's a long way from over. 14-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales, and special thanks to Contracted Pyrotechnics in Destin Lefford, who have sponsored the video broadcast tonight. And it's double wide receivers. The man comes in motion. It's going to be Thompson. Going to take it on the sweep, and there he goes. Is he going to get the first down?
Yep.
He does, and falls forward, and the ball comes out. I think Shelby's on it.
It's going to be.
He picked up the first down, and then the ball came loose, and it's just a matter of who got it back.
Looks like we got the ball. Looks like from the body language on the field.
I tell you, man, that was close.
And it may have gone out of bounds as well. It's right over there on the sideline.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that side of the field, but did catch a break there.
So that's a Falston Pharmacy first down and a run of 12, and Burns keeps the football with 10-16, 10-15 left to go. Must have gone on it because they were running the clock. If he'd have gone out of bounds, they would have stopped it.
You're right.
So ball's on the right hash. Let's see if they run that to the short side of the field again, Jeff. Triple wide receivers to the right. And Mooney's in the gun, and no, they fake the run to the short side. Now Mooney's going to roll. He's got a guy in the flat. He's open to the 40, 45, 50. It's a big play. It's Surratt to the 40, to the 35, hammered down, but a big first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, big time screen pass there. Surratt up across midfield all the way to the 35. Big time play by this Bulldog offense.
So that was from the 27 to the 34. So give him 23 plus 16. That's a 39-yard pass by my count.
Well, for the third time in a row, they've run a bootleg. They've run the right side, run him all the way across the field. Linebacker can't stay with him. The linebacker was right on him. He caught the ball, ran for 30 yards. I mean, you got to change. You can't. Burns will run that play all night long and score 1,000 points.
Yeah,
I mean, you've got to change what you're doing. You can't get into that.
4 wide receivers. Norris going to take it around the right side, trying to get the corner. Good job by Shelby for shutting it down, but Norris still gets a positive play, gain of 4 on first down.
There's your run to your long side of the field there, Tom.
Yeah, there it was, and that's when old Coach Jones, I try not to match wits with him too much on football, but I guess optics of it. I mean, they go with what's pretty and glittery sometimes, and
well, right now, every play Burns runs is work, so it doesn't matter. Run to the wide side, run to the short side. I mean, a bad play for Burns so far has been the 3-yard to 5-yard gain.
Yeah, this drive started on their own 10, so they've moved the ball 60 yards. And again, it's 4 wide receivers. They're in there tight. Single back set again. Brian Thompson comes in motion. He'll take it. Nope, Mooney keeps it. And maybe a gain of a couple. Another chance for Shelby to stop the drive. It'd be third down. I think it gave him 1.
Yeah, it took a pretty big lick there by one of the Shelby defenders. 3rd and 5 looks like on the field.
Yeah, Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 14-0 if you're just joining us. Burns has scored on his first 2 possessions, third possession, and they've moved the football on every drive. This one started back on their own 10. Ball now on the Shelby 29-yard line as Mooney once again is in the shotgun. And did he get Shelby to come across? They don't call the penalty. I guess they didn't. And the linesman is calling timeout, and I think we called a timeout, so we're going to take it with him. We'll be right back.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. Tops Pizza and Pasta in Boston is happy to help sponsor the broadcast of Burns High football. For over 22 years, Tops Pizza and Pasta has been serving this area with the best pizza around. Come one or come all. Eat in their big dining room. Pick it up or have it delivered by calling 704-538-3344. Pizza, pasta dinners, wings, subs, salads, sides, and even desserts. Come by before the big game. You'll be glad you did at Tops Pizza and Pasta, 4813 Boston Road, Highway 18 in Boston. Open Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., 10:30 a.m. to 9, Friday and Saturday. Closed on Sundays. Online at topspizzaandpasta.com.
All right, we're back. Big 3rd down and 5, and Norris is going to take it straight ahead. He's got it through a crease, bounces it outside, 20, 15, 10, makes another man miss, falls forward. Be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
What a run. Jeremiah Norris started up the middle, cut outside, made that turn. Looks like he planted well on this wet field and all the way in. Looks like he's going to be inside the 10, so we got 1st and goal, Burns.
So I think they marked it at the 5.
I think it's going to be at 7 or 8.
So they're going to mark it back at the 7. See where they're marking it. So I'm going to call that a run of 22 and another 1st down. That's the 3rd 1st down on this drive.
Play clock down to 10 seconds.
And they're going to have to call a timeout. They're going to have to call a timeout. Okay, so we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Get a fall service call special at Shelby Heated and Air. Shelby Heating and Air is now offering a fall service call special of just $55. That's right. Get a heating system checkup service call for just $55. Also, get up to $750 with a special Shelby Heating and Air discount on qualifying systems. Call today at 704-487-7877. Shelby Heating and Air. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
And Ryan Thompson powers his way in. No signal from an official. There it is. Touchdown. It's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. The third touchdown for Thompson tonight, fellas.
Yeah, took that wildcat right up the middle, just like that last one. Carried a few Shelby defenders 2 or 3 yards for the touchdown. So just like that, 20-0 Burns.
So 8 plays, 90 yards. And it took 5 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock, so another pretty time-consuming drive. And Jeff, as you talked about time of possession, key is Shelby's been out there a long time.
Yeah.
They have. Not much else to say, I guess. I can understand. Nealon Cole, extra point. Camacho's Nealon Cole, extra point up.
Good.
Extra point, good. We'll be back 60 seconds.
The Dodge Black Friday sales event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Get $1,500 retail consumer cash on the new 2022 Dodge Durango models, plus $750 Chrysler Capital bonus cash when financed through Chrysler Capital. Don't miss it, the Dodge Black Friday sales event going on now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located at 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. When it comes to taxes, you need to see the tax professional. That's Noah Kay at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby. And you've gotten a little letter from the IRS, come see Numbers. Get the advantage. They'll help you take advantage of the credits and deductions that you deserve. Just call 704-484-2783. See Noah Kay at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. They are there for you.
James River Equipment coming off. Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 21-0 Burns. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics in Dustin Ledford. Johnny Johnson gets his foot into the ball, pops it up. It's going to be caught about the 40. Ball's on the ground. We got to see who's got it. And let's see who's got it.
Burns got it.
And Burns has got it. Second onside kick of the game. Wow.
Wow, bounce off Shelby defender. Not sure who recovered that. Is that? Looks like that's Surratt. Kamari Surratt may have recovered that ball.
So he's just done that to perfection. Now Burns has it on the Shelby High School 40-yard line. And fellas, who would have thought this?
Wow. Big time play there. The special teams unit for Burns.
Yeah, that's 2 huge special teams plays.
And like you said, every kick he's made has been perfect.
It's been right there. Right there.
10 seconds.
Yeah. So they're going to have to call another timeout. You know, they're not expecting to get the offense on the field. Now they're going to hurry up 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Mooney barely gets it off. Norris tries the right side, bounces it outside, and he's got about 4, and it'll be second down and 6, man.
Well, good job, Ben Mooney, to get composed there to get that ball off on time so we wouldn't have to burn another timeout.
Well, when you're not expecting to put the offense back out on the field, you know, you don't have your offensive unit ready to go. So it will be second down, and I guess they're going to give him 3.
We'll give a shout out to Case Brawley. Good luck in your second-round playoff game, Union Terriers against Shelby next Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.
And John Wall turning in. John, my old soccer nemesis, John Wall, tuned in tonight. Thanks for listening, John. And it's Jeremiah Norris falls forward, and he gets to the 29-yard line, be a first down. Okay. And that's going to be a run of about 7 and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Burns has just controlled the time of possession so far tonight. Much like the last game.
It's pretty rapidly moving first half. It's 7:41. We've been only playing 40 minutes, and we've got 5:44 left to go. So it's been moving right along. 3 wide receivers to the left. Mooney's in the gun. Hand off Norris, tries the left side, dances around, stutter step, puts the head down. Gets it to the 24-yard line, gain of 5, be 2nd and 5.
They made a couple cuts there. It looks like he had a pretty good firm position on the field. So it looks like it's definitely still raining. But
so they move it back to the 25. They're only going to give him 4. So it'll be 2nd down. And that's just been the name of the game, time of possession. And I tell you what, you're really helped out. You recover 2 onside kickoffs.
Lamont Wilson checks in for Norris.
Yeah, Norris had something, equipment issue or a helmet issue or something. He's over on the sideline right now.
So Lamont Wilson goes in motion, and it's going to be a little toss play to Ryan Thompson, who picks his way, falls forward, and Shelby stands him up at about the 22-yard line. So it'll set up 3rd down, and depends on where they spot it.
Yeah,
about 3rd and 2. That's a pass. That was a shovel pass. Actually.
Yeah, it was, Jeff. You're right. You're right. That was a pass of about
3 yards.
3 yards. It was 3rd down and what? 3?
I guess 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay. All right. So it is 3rd down and 3. And I think it's Thompson in the Wildcats. Student body right formation again, and that's where they go. And Thompson puts the head down. I don't know. Going to depend on the spot, man.
Going to be close for sure.
So let me see where they've got it as they're going to unpile everybody. And they're going to be short, guys. Yeah. So that's a run of about 2, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Looks like the Bulldog offense will set on field. The Wildcat action again.
4th down and inches.
Been successful with that tonight. Let's see what happens here.
And it's to the right. And no, he's going to take it back to the left. And he fell forward, and he's going to get it. So he's going to fall forward to the 17 and 3 yards, and another Falston Pharmacy first down, man.
It looked like McNeely hit him behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to dive his way across. Another good run there by Ryan Thompson.
And John, you're welcome for the shout-out. I'm sure John reminds everybody that Tom never beat him in soccer. All those times. Never beat John Wall.
Tom, I don't know that you ever played against John, did you? I think it was your team against John's team.
Yeah,
right?
You're right, Jeff. You're right. But you know how people say. People just assume that the coach is playing. The way they word it, the verbiage. So it is first down and 10.
Play clock under 5.
Yes. Winding down and hand off to Norris, who tries the left side and falls forward. He'll get about maybe 3 or 4. Depends on where they spot it. Be 2nd down. And they're going to give him, I'm going to call it 4.
It'll bring up 3rd and about 6 to go for Burns here.
2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd down.
Sorry, I read that.
2nd down and 6. So if you're just joining us, 21-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard.
Crest leading Oak Grove 7-0. Chase leading Robinson 28-14. South Point leading Dudley 6-0.
So local teams doing well. Here it's 21-0. Burns with the football. Norris, right side, makes a tackler miss, still on his feet, and he's going to get into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 13 yards out, and it's 27-0.
That was my player to watch before the game. What a cut there on the outside corner to free him for that touchdown on the right side. And Burns is in cruise control here tonight.
All right, so that puts it up to 27-0 as Burns has had the ball 4 times and 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 from Thompson and 1 now from Jeremiah Norris. And I tell you what, I couldn't have scripted if you're a Burns fan, you couldn't have scripted a better half. Scored a touchdown on all 4 possessions and recovered 2 onside kicks. What's the Vegas odds of that? as the Nealon Cole extra point down, up, and good. 28-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Bayada Home Health Care continues to grow, and because of this growth, they are in need of new employees. See Bayada Home Health Care today and join their growing team of healthcare professionals with immediate opportunities in Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland counties. And they are COVID-19 compliant, taking all safety precautions possible with an experienced, trained staff. Just call 704-669-4000, 704-669-4000, or visit the website at bayada.com. Bayada Home Health Care. They love what they do.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
And kickoff, a little deeper this time. Shelby man's got it and returning it up the sideline. Good return after he initially had a hard time handling the football, man.
Yeah, pretty good field position to start this drive for Shelby here. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in this first half. Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 28-0 Burns.
So Shelby definitely trying to get on the board here. Want to get something positive before halftime. They're on their own 32-yard line. And thank you, Barbara Murray, former Burns teacher and testing coordinator, for listening in. We appreciate you, Barbara, for listening in. Miss you at Burns High School. And that's going to be a pre-snap penalty against the Golden Lions.
Yeah, a little false start there by Shelby.
So that'll be first down and 15. And I tell you what, Shelby just needs something positive here to get a little momentum before halftime. And Burns having a little hard time getting lined up. They're starting to come off the field for some reason. 3-man front for Burns. And Lee back, steps up, lets it go. Man is out there, a little bit of traffic. And I tell you what, the safeties came over late, and Burns' defender almost had a pick.
Yeah, ball a little bit over his head. Good job, Lamont Wilson, coming over there. I think the Shelby receiver anticipated Wilson coming and probably maybe dropped back a step there.
Was that Falls?
Didn't run full steam.
Was that Falls, Jeff?
No, that was Bryson Key, the running back. They ran him out late, right up the middle, and Burns wasn't fooled by it.
Okay. So triple wide receivers right, one to the left, and Lee's and looks, pumps. Now dancing around. He's got a little time. Gets away from one defender. Marshall McGowan can't get him. And now he's off for a big run. He's to the 45 and slides down. But he'll have a Falston Pharmacy first down. Gain of 12.
Yeah, nothing doing downfield. You know, again, that was good coverage there. But it's Bulldogs secondary. Ball's at the 44-yard line.
This is a good athletic play by Lee. Clock now runs. 1:22 left to go on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. 28-0 Burns. Burns, 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. It's been a perfect offensive half for Burns. They're trying to stay perfect on the defensive end as well. And Burns, looks like Lamont Wilson coming on a blitz. Can't get him. Nice step up by Lee. Now he's in trouble. Lets it go. Overshot his man. Incomplete. That was a good job of Lee to get away from the pressure, but just delivered the football a little bit high.
Yeah, that was Wilson. Met him in the backfield there. Lee did elude it. Ball overthrown, stopped the clock. 59 seconds left in his first half.
Second down and 10 for Shelby. Triple wide receivers to the left, one to the right, single back set again. And that's Key, I believe. Offset just a little bit to the right. And we'll have it. Here comes Wilson again. He's going to change it. Or maybe that's, no, that was Johnny Johnson. Can't get him. As Lee gets away, Marshall McGowan can't get him. And he escapes again, and he's finally put down, but not till after he gets a gain of 3, but just a good athleticism to make something out of nothing there.
Yeah, finally finished off there. Who was that made that big hit?
Not sure. Hopefully Lee's okay.
I think it was Rankin delivered that last hit to finally put Lee on the ground.
Did we have an injury for Burns? So since we have an injury for Burns, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Who is that? Is that
Somebody
Nick?
said McGowan, I thought. Is that Vincent.
Yeah, it's Vincent.
Check out the fall savings at Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Keep warm this winter with the new American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning System. Right now, get 0 APR financing for 72 months and payments as low as $85 per month. And American Standard is rated #1 in reliability. And remember, they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com. The new car inventory is growing by leaps and bounds at your locally hometown automotive dealer. That's Carter Chevrolet in Shelby. Drop by their lot or go online at CarterChevyofShelby.com and check them out. There's one there for you. It's car shopping made easy. And check out their pre-owned inventory as well. And it's truck season. Get a $1,000 accessory allowance. Come in for all the details at Carter Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. New faces, new attitudes at the all-new Carter Chevrolet of Shelby.
All right, we're back. Nick Vincent left the field. Hopefully he's okay. And that's a running play, Shelby. And it looks like a first down. It said Hollyfield's on the carry, guys.
We've seen that play much this year, Jeff. Is that a little Wildcat there at Hollyfield?
Well, he's their Wildcat back, and he had 3 touchdowns last week against Forest Hills on those type of plays. But Lee had to go out because his helmet came off the last play, and Shelby's going to take a timeout.
Timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
New Burns Bulldog merchandise has arrived at the Falston Pharmacy in Falston. Come check it out. Show your Burns pride with a trip to Falston Pharmacy. Plus, the Falston Pharmacy has a new shipment of Simply Southern items, too. And don't forget, you can now get your flu shot at the Falston Pharmacy. And they have the vitamins you need to help fight off the cold and flu. Come on in or use their convenient drive-through window. That's the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
And we're back. Live action. Pass batted up in the air and incomplete. As Lee had some time but just couldn't complete the pass, fellas.
Good job there, Jakari Jeter, coverage for Burns.
I want to thank my daughter, Anna Senafani, for listening. She's probably there with Glenn and Thomas. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I want to thank the Wisnett family for tuning in. That's Clay, Lisa, and Kevin Wisnett. I appreciate y'all listening.
2nd and 10 here for Shelby.
And it's 2nd down and 10. Double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. And, Lee slips down. That's unfortunate for Shelby as he just tried to plant the foot, and he's going to lose all the way back to the 47. So that's going to be a big loss, and we got a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Leaf season is here, and this area's leaf cleanup headquarters is Hojo Power Sports and Equipment in Shelby. They can make your leaf pickup easy with the new Walker mower. And they have blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws in gas and battery-powered models with name brands like DeWalt, Husqvarna, Shindawa, Red Max, and more. Clean up those leaves after your quick visit to Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at hojopower.net.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
We're back. 3rd down and very long for Shelby after Lee slipped down on the last play. And he's back to pass. He's got time. He lets it go into double coverage, fighting for the football. They're going to get him for pass interference. Looks like he was getting a little handsy back there, and that's going to be a first down for Shelby.
Looks like LJ knocked it down. I'm not sure where.
Well, it's not going to be a first down. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so it'll be 3rd.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Jeff. They I forgot how long that was.
Yep. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
And third down and 2.
Third and 2, but there's only 5.9 seconds left.
So Shelby will have one crack. I don't know if they have any timeouts left.
They still have one timeout.
One time. They may have time for one play and a quick timeout. Yeah. Otherwise, they'll have to take a shot at the end zone here.
If I was a Vegas man, I'd be betting this is the last play. 3 wide receivers to the left. Lee's back. He's got it. He lets it go. Into the end zone. Going to be a jump ball. Who's got it? Nobody. Incomplete. That ends the first half, and it was all Bulldogs, 28-0. Now it's time for the Carter Chevrolet halftime show. Jeff will give us a scoring summary, and Joe Weiber will give Matt the stats, and he'll bring you the stats from both sides of the football. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Once again, Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 28-0. Thank you to Contracted Pyrotechnics for bringing us the video broadcast today. And as always, thank you to West End Sales. And thank you to Jackie Senafani, my lovely wife, who is also watching from home tonight. Thank you, Jackie. I will see you after the game.
Barker Family Feed in Bellwood now carries Balin Country products, including Balin Country water feeders and gates. Come check them out. And if you're looking for square hay bales, they've got them at Barker Family Feed. And don't forget, the baby chicks have arrived. Also mums, pumpkins, fertilizer, lime, grass seed, plus pet and livestock feed, along with your insecticides and pesticides too. See the girls today at Barker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Like them on Facebook too. Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Neeline Cole, a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Neeline Cole today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Neeline Cole, proudly serving the Carolinas. Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $599. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end of summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family. The 30th anniversary sale continues at Essener Auto Sales in Shelby. Come check them out all year long with some great anniversary specials. Find out how easy it can be for you to be one of their satisfied customers. Yes, 30 years ago, Susie and Richie started Essener Auto Sales, striving to give you the best deal possible on a quality pre-owned vehicle. See them today at 417 South Post Road in Shelby, online at srautosales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. That's Essener Auto Sales in Shelby.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Ellie's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with a Skag from Ellie's Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at elliessupplyinc.com.
Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $599. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero-turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end-of-summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family.
All right, we're back to the Carter Chevrolet halftime show. Matt Royster, Jeff Jones, and Tom Sinafani with you for this Carter Chevrolet halftime show. It's been all Burns, 28-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics and Dustin Lepford, who has done this sponsorship of this particular video broadcast. Thank you to all our sponsors. Now, Jeff Jones, if you'll give us the drive summary and the stats that you have.
All right, drive summary. Open up the game with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Ryan Thompson, 28-yard touchdown run. Ansley Camacho with a point after. Burns led 7-0. With 2:25 left in the first quarter, Ryan Thompson, a 2-yard touchdown run. Camacho's point after. 14-0 Burns. With 6:49 left in the second quarter, Ryan Thompson again, 7-yard touchdown run. Camacho's point after. 21-0 Burns. And with 1:56 left in the half, Jeremiah Norris, a 13-yard run. Camacho's point after. 28-0 Burns. Burns had the ball 4 times, scored 4 touchdowns. Shelby's had the ball 3 times and has punted, turned it over on downs, and turned it over at the end of the half. Shelby has held the ball for 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Burns has held the ball for 17 minutes and 44 seconds. And it's a total domination by the Bulldogs. Shelby's had no answer for really anything Burns has done offensively. And Shelby's just had some real difficulty moving the football, although they do have 6 first downs, but they haven't been able to make anything out of those first downs. Shelby's had 1 penalty for 5 yards. Burns has had 10 first downs and 3 penalties for 33 yards, but it's been all Burns any way you look at it. And I believe Shelby's completed 2 passes for the night for, I think, a total of about 18 yards. The rushing game's been okay, but it's been all Burns, and you got to take your hat off to Burns. What a great night offensively.
I mean, and you can't overlook the minus the 2 possessions they took away from Shelby, Jeff. Shelby got the ball first, ended up having to punt, and then Burns gets 2 onside kickoffs after of the 2 onside kickoffs after their first 3 scores. So it's just tremendous swing in time of possession and leaving that Shelby defense out on the field for a long time. As you said, Shelby only had about 6 minutes of possession. That means Burns has had it 18 minutes. It's been about 3-1 on time of possession.
And Burns going to get it to start off with on the second half too.
So Burns in the driver's seat, 28-0. And what Joe Weibel get for us on the stat sheet, man?
Yeah, like I say, I always thank you to Joe for getting us these stats for the games. Start off passing, Ben Mooney, 4 for 5, 80 yards. Rushing, Jeremiah Norris, 16 carries, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Ryan Thompson, 8 carries, 67 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving, led by Kari Haynes, 2 catches, 41 yards. Defensively led by Lamont Wilson and Amari Rankin, each with 3 tackles.
All right, so thank you to Joe and Matt for giving us those scores. Want to thank a few more of our listeners, the Isaac Kovic family, Josh, my old soccer player, listening with his family. We appreciate that. And way down in Wilmington, North Carolina, Mia Deviney, my old student here, she keeps up with the Bulldogs. Her mom still works up here at the school. So thank you, everybody, for listening in. Josh Briscoe has also been listening in, former Burns football player. So big audience tonight and a big second-round game, and we appreciate all the support we've got, not only from our listeners but all our sponsors, including West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics. So if you're the Shelby coaching staff, I know you've not been on too many of these if you're the Shelby Golden Lions because you've had so much success over the years. What are you telling your kids at halftime, Jeff?
Well, you got to tell them 0-0. Got to get a stop defensively. That's the first thing. And you can toy around with maybe trying an onside kick to start the second half because you need the football. And momentum is a strange and unusual thing in high school football. And right now, you can't imagine any way that the momentum's going to switch, but you just never can tell. But the thing that just from my perspective is it's just been a great game plan by Burns. They have put Shelby in a bind. A couple of things that Burns has been able to run, and just scheme-wise, they've run that bootleg 4 times and completed 3 of them for a lot of yards. And every time they put a pretty fleet-footed receiver, and Shelby's trying to cover him with a linebacker, and he's covering him until he catches it, but he runs away from him after the catch. That's good coaching right there. And the other thing, Mooney's only thrown it 5 times. He's completed 4 of them, and he's thrown 1 pass that was a little behind the guy, but he made 3 just absolutely fantastic, perfect throws when it was 7-0 on that long drive where they went up 14-0. He made 3 just great throws, and so Mooney has been right on top of it, and Lee has run the ball pretty effectively. Burns has not sacked Lee, but Lee's had trouble, finding his receivers. And Burns has done a great job. A lot of times when you see the pass going downfield, there's two Burns defenders around it. So again, it's just a great job. The Burns players are playing great. The Burns coaches are putting them in a position, to play well. And it's been a perfect storm against Shelby, but it's not because woe is Shelby. It's Burns has hit him in the mouth. And so the two onside with the 2 pooch kicks that Shelby hadn't handled. First one was it surprised everybody. And then the second one that Burns got back, Shelby had the guy exactly where he wanted to be. He had it, and it bounced right off his chest plate. So, these are things that happen.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure nobody saw that coming. Fans, nobody. I know Shelby didn't see it. So a little wrinkle we got in our special teams. Johnny Johnson, got to give him credit, for those pooch kicks. But do you think Dalen Lee and Shelby will try to throw the ball downfield more the second half? What do you think?
I think that they need to the deep downfield pass has not been there. That's the thing. I mean, there's not a whole lot that has been there. And again, Shelby's got to get a score. If they can get a score and make it 28-7, then they got to get a stop. They get a stop, make it 28-14, then momentum can switch. But right now, you got to feel good about Burns because Shelby hadn't stopped them yet. And Burns is going to get the opening kickoff. You want me to go over some scores that we got?
Please. Please.
A couple scores. Ledford is leading Northwest Cabarrus 14-7. East Lincoln is leading Tuscola 28-7. Crest leading Oak Grove 13-0. Dudley leading South Point 21-13. East Guilford is leading Irwin 27-21. Reidsville leading Providence Grove 35-18. Chase up big over Robinson, 35-14. Bunker Hill, 14-13 over Community School of Davidson. Salisbury leading Pine Lake Prep, 21-0. I believe the winner of this game plays the Salisbury Pine Lake Prep winner, I do believe. And Monroe leading Lincoln, 21-7. And, of course, here Burns all over Shelby, 28-0.
All right. Thank you, Jeff Jones. And that's on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. Also want to thank Philip Russ and his family for listening in, so we appreciate that. And Yeah, Danny also, my brother Danny is paying attention to that Crest game. What'd you say the score was, Jeff? Was it 15-0? Is that what you?
13-0 is the latest update that I've got from Kevin.
Yeah, because that's what Danny has 15-0. I'm not sure because
it could be. It was 6-0. And so it makes sense that there could be a safety in the midst of it.
Yeah, it might have been something like that. So
one other 2A score. It could be somebody in the near future. East, I've lost it now that I was getting ready to. Yeah, East Surrey having a hard time with Hendersonville. East Surrey leading Hendersonville 13-6, but that's one of those.
That's one of those other top teams.
Yeah, one of those 3 or 4 seeds against a much higher seed. But Hendersonville giving East Surrey all they want.
All right, so moving forward, it looks like, it's favorable for Burns. They have another half of football to play. Couple more shout-outs. Former soccer player Jake Dew, former student Therese Howell, or T. Howell as he's called. And T. Howell, I just want to tell you, if you're listening, I'll never forget that joke you made about the computer. You probably remember it. I'm not going to say it on the air, but it was the funniest joke in 26 years of teaching. And Dustin Testnier also listening. So appreciate all the former students listening in and chiming in. We appreciate all the support. If you guys don't listen, we won't have a broadcast, so
I got
really
one,
appreciate that.
Ben, Alicia, and Lane Downs are listening all the way down from Myrtle Beach. Always good to have him tuning in and enjoy the second half.
All right, so we're going to step away for just a couple minutes, and we'll be back with the second half. You've listened to the Carter Chevrolet halftime show. And that scoreboard is brought to you by Main Street Hardware. Scoreboard 28-0 Burns. Second half kickoff coming up shortly.
Hey, it's Matt and Jennifer here from Rice Jewelry in Boston.
Come out to Boston's Small Town Christmas Townwide event, Saturday, November the 19th. We might even have stackable rings, buy one, get one half off. Just saying.
Store-wide savings, awesome doorbuster deals for our annual Black Friday after Thanksgiving event, November 25th.
Continuing to Small Business Saturday.
Yep, we go live Cyber Monday, Shop Matt and Jennifer live on the 28th at 7 p.m.
But I have one more event, Men's Night. I'll even feed ya.
Come shop for Christmas wish list December 8th from 5 to 8 p.m.
At Carolina Federal Credit Union, we know that we are not like the others. When you make a deposit, you're getting an excellent rate and helping a neighbor refinance for a reliable vehicle, buy a home, or start a family. It has been our community that has helped us thrive for over 50 years. The more that we grow, the better we can serve all of our neighbors. All that it takes to become a member is to be a part of the community. Carolina Federal Credit Union. We treat you like family because you are.
It's time to order your Broad River ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams in Shelby. Sproul sliced, honey spice glazed, fully cooked, and ready to eat. Also, don't forget to order your fresh turkey or turkey breast, along with chicken breast and Boston butts, pork shoulders, and green ham from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams. 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby. Online at morrissupermarket.com. See the page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. Katie Bradley Engel at KBI Real Estate in Shelby is this area's Keller Williams agent. When you work with KBI Real Estate, you're getting a knowledgeable and professional real estate agent. Buying or selling, Katie will take the stress out of your transaction and get you closed. Give Katie a call at 704-472-0133. Visit the website at katieengel.kw.com. That's Katie Bradley Engel at Keller Williams Joyce Realty. Office is located at 213-1 South Washington Street in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're about 30 seconds away from kickoff, so we're going to bring you the James River Equipment kickoff coming up. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Halftime show was brought to you by Carter Chevrolet, and the video broadcast tonight brought to you by Contracted Pyrotechnics. And Drea Ruff, appreciate you listening up too. A lot of folks listening in tonight. Big game. I'm glad everybody's enjoying that. And second half kickoff, so if you're the Shelby coaches, like Jeff said, you got to treat it like it's 0-0. You got to flush the first half and find a way to put some scoring drives together. And if you're Burns, you just want to keep your foot on the gas. You don't want to let up right now.
Yeah, I don't think they should deviate from their game plan one bit. I think what they're doing is working. Keep applying that pressure on defense. Keep your guys in front of them. Don't give a big home run play. Give up those big yards, and I think they'll be successful in the second half.
Yeah, if you're Burns, you just, no turnovers. I mean, part of the reason this game's 28-0 is basically 2 turnovers on kickoffs. But and without those, maybe Shelby gets a score or something like that. But it has been all Burns. Shelby has not been able to stop Burns. Burns has been in third down a few times, but it hadn't been in third down very, very often. It's been a real dominant performance, and it's mostly been running. Now I'll tell you what's interesting. I haven't seen Shelby with an onside kick this year. So I don't know.
If there ever was a time to do it for them, I think it will be now.
Yeah, and of course, everybody's kind of expecting it right now, but you got to do something. Basically, Shelby needs to get the ball back without more points being scored, and so just whatever you need to do. Again, the ball's not going to travel anywhere near as far because of the weather right now.
All right, Berkowitz has it teed up, foot in the ball, surprise onside, and Shelby, I think, has it. So they surprise Burns with the surprise onside, and they're going to take possession. So big special teams play for the Shelby Golden Lions.
Well, that's just what you just got through saying, Jeff. Big break there for Shelby.
Yeah, it was it was the old kick it slowly right in front and let the.
We got never mind that.
Wow.
Illegal touching on the field.
Wow.
By Shelby.
I tell you,
Burns will have possession.
I don't know. I didn't see it, guys. I thought that was clean.
I didn't see him touch it till well past the 50, but that's been the way it's gone for Shelby tonight.
Yeah.
And maybe he did touch it early, but it's been the way it's been for Shelby tonight.
I'll tell you what, so take it off the board. I thought Shelby had a clean recovery.
Big break
but
there
they
for Burns.
do not, and Burns is going to take it on the Shelby 49-yard line. Wow. So that really surprised me, and I know that Coach Wilbanks is not happy. I tell you what, the Burns coaches think that there was a touch there, and there may well have been, but I don't know. I just didn't see it. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Burns with the football, so I want to clarify that. And it's Mooney going to give it to Norris, going to try the left side, through a little crease. There he goes, dragging a tackler. Penalty marker comes in. Might be holding, fellas.
Yeah, that's in that position where it usually is holding.
That's
the only thing that Burns has had any difficulty with tonight is they have had some penalties.
That's been all year, Jeff. We've had a bit of a penalty bugaboo this year.
Yeah, I think the match last time against Shelby, we had a bunch as well there too.
Yeah, I think it was about 90-something yards of penalties against Burns in that game.
So on this one, do you give him credit for the rush than the penalty, or do you just call that a 5-yard penalty?
The way Brent's always done it, he kind of keeps up with our stats, is we give him a 5-yard run and then a 10-yard penalty.
Okay, so the run of 5 and the penalty of 10 makes it first down and 15.
Yeah, 1st and 15. Now, I got to say, I don't know officially how you're supposed to do that, but that's what.
I didn't know either.
That's what Brent generally does.
All right, so 2 wide receivers, and it's going to be that sweep to the right side. There goes Ryan Thompson through a crease, makes a man miss, still on his feet, dragging tacklers down to the 38-yard line. Burns folks wanted a horse collar tackle, not sure is on the other side of the field.
I'll tell you what, how good is Ryan Thompson? We've seen that all year. 3 touchdowns a night, and he just keeps going. Another good run to the right side to move the chains for the first down.
Yeah, I think it's not a horse collar because they grabbed him around at the front of the jersey instead of the back of the jersey. But, again, it's over on the other sideline. We really couldn't see.
That's another Falston Pharmacy first down. And
looks like Burns is going to take their time, as expected. We're trying to run this clock out.
They have been in control of time of possession. 3 wide receivers to the right. See if they run through the short side again, and they fake it. They're going to put it up, and it looked like L.J. Allen and Ben Mooney just weren't on the same page, fellas.
Yeah, L.J. was running a curl, and Mooney was throwing an out and up.
Some of the coordinators wanted a holding there, but I think it might have just been a little miscommunication. I'm not sure. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Burns. We'll give a shout out to Robbie Putman and family for tuning in. Jennifer, thanks as always for your support.
And the Southern family, Mark just texted in, said he's listening. Burns class of 1980. represented here on the listening audience. Thank you for listening. 2nd down and 10. Triple wide receivers to the right. And it's going to be Norris, going to try the right side. Shelby's got him bottled up. He falls forward. Maybe got about 2 or 3. Be 3rd down and 7. And they're going to give him, I'm going to call that 2. So after the run of 2, 3rd down and 8. And from the 35, I would imagine Burns is going to take 2 cracks at it. They're going to let this clock run down as much as they can. But, how much does that mess you up when you like to play fast, Jeff? I mean, I'd say that teams that like to run fast, they don't like to go slow. Kind of messes up their rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, when you're up 28-0, you can slow it down a little bit.
yeah, but you can tell they don't like it. Mooney over the middle and incomplete. As just a little bit high, and it was Ryan Thompson, and incomplete. 4th down and 8. Well, you can pooch punt or you can go for it. Looks like they're leaving the offense on the field.
Yeah, this far into Shelby territory, that's –
Nope, here comes the punting unit, so they'll punt it away.
I'd be punting that because, you get a decent punt, they're down inside the 20-yard line. Yeah, that's 2 incomplete passes, which are one more incompletion than the entire first half for Burns.
Yeah.
Well,
one of the incompletions was just the receiver and the quarterback were on different pages, and then the second one was just a little bit overthrown.
And Shelby gets their first stop of the game. That ball's going in the end zone, isn't it?
Nope.
It doesn't. Look, a sandwich. Look at that.
Nice.
So it's inside the 5 to the 3.
I said we might need to give Johnny Johnson a game ball tonight.
31 yards on the punt.
2 successful onside kicks, or pooch kicks, whatever you want to call it, and a good punt to pin him inside the 5.
I tell you what, that was just an outstanding. He's been outstanding on special teams all night.
All season, yeah. He's done a great job all year for us. So.
Just want to remind our listeners, the broadcast brought to you by West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics. Main Street Harbor scoreboard, 28-0 as Shelby's backed up, but they do have their first stop of the game. That's got to give them a little bit of confidence.
Burns looking for a possible safety now.
Yeah, see if they come after him. They're going to try to run the ball out, and they get a couple of yards, maybe 2. Be 2nd down and 8. And I don't know, Shelby may play it conservative on 1st and 2nd down. Let's see what they do. And Avante Maddox coming out, limping a little bit. Did have a bit of an ankle issue before the game. And
I was glad to see him suited up. I know we talked, pregame that he was questionable.
Yep.
Glad to see him get some action.
So he's going to let it up. There's your long pass, Matt, and just overthrown. So that's the overthrown pass there. And they did have single coverage, looked like, Jeff.
Yeah, Jakeith Hamilton that's the first time there's been just a little bit of separation between Hamilton and the defensive back, but the ball was thrown just a little too far. And actually, Jakeith was looking over his inside shoulder and it went over his outside shoulder, and that's a really tough catch.
Yeah, it's a big 3rd down and 7 here from essentially their own goal line.
He's in the shotgun. Lee's in the shotgun. Excuse me. He's going to let it go again. I think that's Hamilton overthrew him. And just a little too much air under both those passes, Jeff.
It's been a little uncharacteristic. We've usually seen him connect on those throws. And like I say, wonder if the field conditions play a factor in that. A lot of his balls have kind of sailed high on him tonight.
Yeah, he's been a little bit he's thrown it a little high tonight.
So it is 4th down and 8, and Shelby a quick 3 and out. And they'll be forced to punt as they're inside their own 10.
Ryan Thompson back deep for Burns, looks like.
Let's see here. And deep.
Not playing back too far. I don't know if they're.
No, they're just making sure. They're not even going to drop anybody back. They're just going to let this punt roll, and it's going to be a pretty good punt. And it's going to roll dead right about at the midfield stripe. But Burns will take that. Now they possess the ball with 9:04 left to go, 3rd quarter, right about the midfield stripe. So just joining us, 28-0. Teams have traded punts, but Burns will take that right now. And let's see if they try to work a little clock, a couple incomplete passes. They didn't possess the ball very long on their first drive.
We'll give a shout out to Matt and Reva Holland. Thanks for listening. Also, Jeff Allen down there in Gaffney tuned in. Thanks, as always, for all of our loyal listeners out here.
And we do appreciate all the people who listen every week. And John Grigg, I will go back and look at that. I saw that he texted in about that illegal touching play. And thanks for listening. Norris falls forward, gain of 5. And that's what you want if you're Burns. Just a series of body blows, 5 and 6 yard runs, and keep that clock moving. So they're going to put it down right at the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 5. And let's see if was that Lamont Wilson coming in? He will, and Norris comes out. Looks like maybe he got dinged a little bit, coming off under his own power.
Now, Wilson's been a good change of pace back for us tonight, or all year really.
Plays great defense.
Oh yeah, he's a good all-around player for sure.
And it is 2nd down, 5. Mooney, toss play. Wilson looks for a blocks, got the corner, puts the head down. Maybe got 3, set up 3rd down and maybe 2 yards to go. So I think it's a final. Chase defeats Robinson, guys, 35-14. So congratulations to Chris Cogdell and his guys moving on to the 3rd round. What a job Chris Cogdell's done at Chase.
I say that's going to be a tough team down the road for anybody who plays them.
Undefeated.
It's not a team you want to face.
Undefeated 8th seed. I mean,
Well, that's where your RPI comes in.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, though, I'd still be mad. I don't care. Student body right here, got the Wildcat, and Thompson fakes it, tries up the middle. This time Shelby's ready and denies him.
Yeah, I think it's
no
a
gain.
yard actually that time.
And you're right, Jeff. They do mark it back 1, so a tackle for loss for the Golden Lions, and that's what you want if they're your Golden Lions. A 3 and out, force Burns to punt. 7-17, 7-16 left to go, but they've got to turn one of these into points.
Well, that clock is running, Tom. That's the big thing right now. Down 28-0.
Well, Shelby's possessed it for an entire 47 seconds in this second half. So,
well, reminiscent of the first matchup when we held it for most of the 3rd quarter.
And your cousin Caleb Royster listening in, Matt Royster.
All right, good to hear you listening, Caleb.
And a punt, and Burns coaches thought he was offside, but it's not a very good punt. It depends on where they mark it.
Looked like it's all sides, but wasn't called on the field.
Let's see. Where are they going to put that ball down? 33.5-yard lines, where they say. So Shelby gets out of jail a little bit. They're not going to be backed up too deep. And Chase will be at Reedsville next week. That'll be a big one. So Shelby, 4 wide receivers in, 4 down linemen for Burns. And it's going to be handoff. Got some running room if McGowan can't get him. And going to get about 8, maybe 7 or 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and short.
That's key. I think took the ball to the left side. I think a Surratt, I think maybe it pushed him out of bounds. Hard to see from here.
Yeah, run of 7 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 6:34.
Shelby playing a little hurry-up offense here, as expected.
Snap back and right ahead, right into the teeth of the Burns defense, and they're going to mark it at the 43, but that's going to be enough for a Falston Pharmacy 1st down. That's the first one for either team this quarter.
Actually, Burns had a first down.
Did they have one, Jeff? Yeah, that's right. They did have
one.
one. That's right. They did have one. So Shelby's first of this half. And Lee's going to fake the throw, and there he goes. Good running room. He's got about 11 yards and another Falston Pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, took it left. Looks like we might have a Burns guy down.
Let's see if he's getting up.
That Surratt might be hobbling.
He is, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. There's nothing like a big, juicy red tomato grown at Big John's Hydro Farm LLC all year round. Plus, you'll find a wide variety of vegetables growing too. John Carroll invites you to come on by. They're located at 1324 East Stagecoach Trail, right outside of Austin. For 8 years, they have been in business, and they are a proud sponsor of this local high school football broadcast. Give them a call at 704-913-3074. And be sure to see their page on Facebook. That's Big John's Hydro Farm. And be sure to pick up Big John's Hydro Farm tomatoes every Saturday from 9 to 12 at the Foothills Farmers Market.
All right, sorry, while you were away, Key carries, I believe he lost a yard.
Yeah, he took a little sweep to the right, slipped and fell right in front of Marsh McGowan to bring up second down. We get another shout out to Matt Story. Appreciate you tuning in as always.
All your cousins are listening. Caleb and Meredith and a lot of your cousins are listening in. And
always good to have that support.
Lee back setting up the screen, and there it is, but Hopper's after him, can't get. Oh, somebody made a great open field tackle there. Wasn't sure who tripped him up, but Shelby is, I think it's going to be a loss of about a yard, or maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Was that Boyce? Tyler Boyce?
Yeah, it was Boyce. Boyce is a defensive lineman, but we've got a.
Have you seen him much play offense this year?
What do we got? A holding call?
Blindside block.
Well, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Wow. So I guess you're going to take that and march him back. I didn't see it, Jeff. Did you?
No, I didn't either.
Okay.
But you don't call it unless it's it's obviously obvious that there was a blindside block.
So personal foul against the Golden Lions, and they will take it, and that will make it second down and 26.
Maybe about 29, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that a spot foul, Jeff?
It's a spot foul.
Okay, so it's a spot foul. So that ends up being, good gosh, Jeff, what is that?
About an 18-yard
18-yard penalty. I didn't realize that was a spot foul. So Shelby way back, second and very long. And clock begins to run now. Now under 6 minutes left to go. And Lee's in the gun. He's got time. He's still got time. Now he's running out of time, but gets away from a defender. Lets it go. Man, wide open, but goes through his hands. Wow.
Not sure how that wasn't a holding, but
well, I'd say it wasn't a holding because he didn't hold him. I mean, they're kind of dancing there, and I don't think there was a hold.
Yeah. So
of course, I didn't think there was a pass interference back on Burns back in the first quarter either. So.
Jeff's a let him play guy. He's definitely a let him play guy. 3 down linemen for Burns. 3rd down and long, and just going to run a little shell here, Jeff, and keep everything in front of you. To the best of your ability?
Yeah, you can give up 20. You can give up 20 yards, and it's still 3rd down and 9. So 4th down and 9. So
Lee's in the gun, has time, steps up, still has time, lets it go over the middle, off the hands, incomplete. So it's going to be a punting situation as the Burrs defense hold, aided by that huge blindside block penalty.
It's like that was Surratt there on the coverage, pass intended for Hamilton.
Yeah, and the weird thing on the blindside, on the blindside block, is that, even if they don't get that penalty, I mean, they lost 3 yards. I mean, I've just been so very impressed with Burns offensively and defensively. They've just had an answer for everything Shelby's tried.
They played a complete game for sure.
Yeah, it's been a great game, and then and for the Shelby fans. It's like anytime that Shelby looks like they're getting ready to make a play, they drop the pass or they drop the kickoff. I mean, it's just, but it's not been a situation where Shelby's made mistakes as much as Burns has just dominated. I mean, it has been an absolute domination by Burns, offensively and defensively.
Yep.
Okay, didn't realize we had an injury, but we're going to keep it here now.
It's like that's Jeter up a little slow there for Burns.
Yeah, he's walking like he's got a cramp,
So, yeah, hopefully that's all it is. Alex Lenhart here doing a good job coaching tonight. Want to give him a shout-out.
Sherwin Brown down here as well.
And I know Shelby's sitting there thinking about going for this because it's 4th and $1 million, but, if you turn it over on 35, you turn it over on the 40. I mean, what difference does it make? But the play is to punt, and Shelby is going to punt. But again, it's been a great game by Burns.
Yeah, I tell you, it's kind of like a stalemate in the second half, but you're going to take that if you're Burns, Well, we'll trade punts. We're fine with that with a 28-point lead. So it is 28-0 with close to 5 minutes, 4:56 left to go, and Berkowitz going to get it off. A little bit of pressure was coming, but he gets it away pretty easily. And I'm not sure where that went out of bounds, guys, so we'll see where they spot it.
Pretty good hang time there by Berkowitz.
So with 4 minutes and 49 seconds left to go, gosh, they're going to spot it all the way at the 40. They're still going, guys.
Tony Beaver said 47-yard line.
Yeah, Burns will take it on their own 47-yard line. That drive just was killed by that blindside block penalty. And as Jeff told you, and as Josh Briscoe, I appreciate you texting in. Josh's been around football a long time, agreed with Jeff. Yep, but spot foul behind the line of scrimmage. That's a devastating penalty.
Yeah, and you don't call that unless it's obvious.
Because it is so devastating.
It's a dangerous block,
yeah.
And that's why you call it.
Yeah. So Norris bottled up, gets away somehow, and that's about as exciting as getting back to the line of scrimmage gets.
Yeah, tried to dance around a little bit there, but lost his footing. No gain, as you said, on the play.
They're going to mark him for a loss.
Yep. How many times, though, have you seen, Norris and Thompson look like they're going to go down and they pick up 5 or 6 after that? So until they're down on the ground, everybody needs to run the football because they have done a great job of squirming out of tackles.
Mm-hmm. It's just great balance there by the running backs too. So
especially with a wet field like they've had tonight.
It looks like the rain has subsided a little bit, though. It doesn't look like it's coming down. And so it's 2nd down and 12. Thompson takes the sweep around the right side, goes forward, has 5, has about 9 yards maybe, and it'll set up 8 or 9. It'll set up around 3 or 4 yards to go.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, good patient run there by Thompson. Looks like we do have a timeout on the field.
Yeah, we got an injured player, and it might be a Shelby player for a change.
All right, so we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Barker Family Feed in Bellwood now carries Balin Country products, including Balin Country water feeders and gates. Come check them out. And if you're looking for square hay bales, they've got them at Barker Family Feed. And don't forget, the baby chicks have arrived. Also mums, pumpkins, fertilizer, lime, grass seed, plus pet and livestock feed, along with your insecticides and pesticides too. See the girls today at Barker Family Feed, 121 Carpenters Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Like them on Facebook too. Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Neeline Cole, a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Neeline Cole today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Neeline Cole, proudly serving the Carolinas. Your locally owned and operated hardware.
I remember I was the offensive line coach, and so.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't tell you we were coming back. We're back, and it is
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs from the Shelby Golden Line, 46-yard line after that nice run by Thompson. I think the Shelby player ended up being able to get off the field. Hopefully he's okay. And Burns and a couple wide receivers bunched close to the line of scrimmage. Comes in motion. I think it's Thompson. He'll take it again, and he cuts it up, and there he goes again. Still on his feet. Breaking free. 20, 15, 10, 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Another good run there. Ryan Thompson down the sideline all the way up, and Burns is knocking out the door for another touchdown here.
So that's no. That's right, Jeff. You told me that 1st down on the first possession. That's the first down they've had in a while, but big play for Burns as Thompson. That little, what'd you call that? A jet sweep over there to the right side, Jeff.
Yep, that's what it is.
And it's just he's just hit the hole and boom, he's gone. So he was pushed out of bounds, and now it looks like they're going to go with Kahari Surratt. Is he the Wildcat back?
That's Haynes back
Haynes?
there. Yep.
Okay.
Looks like.
I'm sorry, Haynes. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Haynes. Whoa, does a kind of little magic trick, and then he's upended as he tries to get in the end zone. Maybe got a yard. Let's see where they mark him. Good job by the Shelby defense, but the snap was a little off, and that blew up the timing on the play.
That's a really nice play to make that catch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking through about 3 people, and I couldn't quite see the snap, but his reaction time was really quick.
He caught
Did he
it,
get there with one hand?
Yeah,
that's a great catch.
Yeah.
Oh, to be young and athletic. 2nd down and 3. And he's going to try the left side, bulls his way into a massive humanity. In for the touchdown. A numbers, bookkeeping, touchdown, and that may be the one that does it. It's 34-0 Burns.
Well, this time, Kahari Haynes take the Wildcat. Tack on to that league 35-0 or 34, pinning an extra point, and Burns is in cruise control here.
Nealon Cole, extra point. And it's Ben Mooney will hold for Camacho. So Mooney. And as we said, the rain has let up. I don't even really think it's raining at all right now.
Might be a little slight miss, but not much at all.
And kick up. Let's see if it's good. It is good. Nealon Cole, extra point, good. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Dellinger's Jewel Shop in Kings Mountain is a 4th-generation, family-owned, 131-year-old business that has consistently supported the Kings Mountain community and high school sports. Dellinger's offers quality diamonds, gold and silver jewelry, custom jewelry, and jewelry repair, and great gift items and free gift wrapping. And they offer a sale price every day. So remember them for that special gift. Looking for that perfect engagement ring? They have a great selection of preset rings and loose diamonds. They're the place to go for better diamonds at a better price. Dellinger's Jewel Shop, 112 West Mountain Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-8031. For all your janitorial, cleaning supplies, and disposable paper products, see Webb Chemical and Paper Company. You'll find great prices, great service, and they offer products in bulk. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Their friendly, helpful staff will assist you with all your product needs. Webb Chemical and Paper Company is conveniently located at 2500 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Stop by and see them today or call 704-482-4331. Check them out at webchemicalandpaper.com.
All right, James River Equipment kickoff coming up after that touchdown by this Kahari Haynes takes it in from 2 yards out, and James River Equipment kickoff popped up, caught about the 32-yard line, or maybe 22-yard line, and out to maybe the 36, 37. That's where Shelby will have it. 1st and 10. Well, it's pretty much about academic from here, and it looks like Burns will host Salisbury next week.
Yeah, we played them a couple years ago, if I'm not correct. Yep.
And they defeated us right here at Ron Green Stadium.
Do you know the quarterback for Salisbury is the awesome baseball player for Carolina this year?
Did not know that.
Yep. I can't think of his name, but they were talking about how he played for Salisbury, and that was the year that
and Lee is nailed. And I'm not sure who got him. Who got him? I can't tell who the sack came from, but somebody came from the backside.
I think that was Jeter, wasn't it?
And it was Jeter who had the cramp earlier.
Was that Jeter?
Couldn't see his number.
And I tell you what, that was a big-time sack. I think that's the first sack of the game for Burns.
It is.
As I tell you what, Lee's a man to get up from that one because he had no idea that was coming. 2nd down. And Lee in the gun, going to let it go over the middle, and just again, he's just been overthrowing the football tonight. And that may be just a little bit of just frustration, He's just trying a little bit too hard.
It seems like his misses, like you say, have been high. Not sure if that's been an issue with him all year, but a little.
No, it hadn't been an issue all year. He's just overthrowing tonight.
3rd down. 14. And Lee in the gun again. Triple wide receivers to the right, one to the left. A key, I assume, single back set. Lee's got it. He looks. He's got time. He steps up and complete and steps out of bounds. And he's saying Jakeith Hamilton didn't catch it?
I think he caught it, but I think he was out of bounds. I think he tried the tiptoe. It would have been a good catch.
What's the call here?
Incomplete.
He called it incomplete.
Okay, so he called it incomplete.
Yeah, he tried the tiptoe to sidelines there, but was just out of bounds. I think he had 1 foot out of bounds there. That'll bring up 3rd and 14.
That's fourth down.
That was 3rd down. This is 4th down.
Yep, and this is kind of Shelby's kind of. He's going to have to punt here. This is too long to go, too far back in their own territory. And Berkowitz with a punt, and it's a good punt right over Thompson's head. Chases him all the way back to the 15. He'll pick it up, 15, 20, and then nailed there at the 20-yard line. So Burns will take it, 1st down and 10 from their own 20 with 56 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. So, Jeff, you know, if you're a Golden Lion fan, you start thinking about next year. How many of these guys are coming back?
Well, there's a good number coming back. Gonna have to find out who the quarterback's going to be, and that'll be tough. But got a good number coming back.
So they won't be down for long. I guarantee you that. As I tell you what, the Shelby season that falls short of expectations is a great season for a lot of other programs. Sure, a lot of teams would like to say they won a playoff game this year. And it's Norris, and he cuts back to his to his left, and then falls forward. Give him about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Tom, if you're Burns, at what point do you kind of pull out your starters here?
I don't know.
What's your strategy?
You know, you can get by with it a little earlier with Moorhead, and the game's out of reach. It's 5 touchdowns. I'd say this would more than likely be their last series.
I would
say
maybe 1 or 2 more possessions. Who knows?
Yeah, I would say maybe this one. Maybe it depends on where this ends. I think they're going to take it down and let this. No, they can't. They have to run the play. Thompson, right side. How many times have we seen this? There he goes. He's breaking free. 50,
wow.
45, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown! But somebody's saying there's a flag. So it's coming back.
Man, what a run there by Ryan Thompson. Took it pretty well untouched on the right side. It's probably going to come back
holding against Burns. So, bring it back.
Man, what a run, though.
I'll tell you what. That was just an outstanding run.
I'll drop them back 10. Looks like it'll be about the. Well, they haven't spotted it yet. Let's see. About the 17-yard line, 16-yard line.
Yep. So that's a big penalty. Yeah, 10-yard penalty. So that's going to put it back at the 17-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 13, 14, somewhere in there. So there is 0.8 seconds left to go, so they have to run one more play in this quarter. And Mooney in the gun, and he'll give it to Norris, who dances. And no, it's Lamont Wilson. He breaks free momentarily and gets into the 2nd level, and there's some extracurriculars going on downfield. And hopefully everybody's okay.
That'll be the end of the third quarter.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, So we'll be back. It's Burns 35-0. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics.
Just in Time Plumbing wishes Kings Mountain and Shelby football teams great success. Family owned and operated, serving Cleveland and Gaston counties. They handle bathtub and vanity installation, new home construction plumbing, commercial sinks, Renewal tankless water heaters, water line and drain repairs, gas piping, jetter services, and more. And they offer project financing. Their licensed professionals provide first-class service on time, on budget, 24/7. Call 704-600-8350 for free estimates. Just in Time Plumbing every time. 107 South City Street in Kings Mountain.
On the Go Quick Lube wants to show their support for the Burns Bulldogs in their game against Shelby this week. On the Go Quick Lube is not just oil changes. They have tires for all passenger cars, batteries, wipers, and they're a North Carolina inspection station. Located on Highway 18 North, just south of Falston, On the Go gets you in and out with professional technicians, and the prices are as good as anywhere around. Stop by On the Go Quick Lube today, 3716 Falston Road, Shelby, and go Bulldogs.
All right, we're back for the fourth quarter. It's all Burns, 35-0. And it's Lamont Wilson will remain the setback, and Mooney still in at quarterback. And this is a 3rd down and 7 play. I expect a running play, but every time I expect something, I've been wrong. So 3 wide receivers to the right, and man comes in motion, and nope, toss play. I get what I called, and Lamont Wilson trying to power his way for a first down, dragging tacklers,
wow, what a run.
And he'll have it to the 40-yard line. Determination on that run. Give him 13 yards in a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Hey, how about Kavion Bonner getting downfield and making some good blocks to help pave a way for that run as well? So
I know
good overall effort there for Burns.
I know why he was able to do that. I gave him some extra chicken and pasta for lunch today.
It showed on that play for sure.
So it is first down and 10 from the 39-yard line. And if you're a Burns fan, it's exactly what you want, another first down. And I want to say once again, thank you to my wife, Jackie, for dog sitting tonight. She said it'd be pictures of the dogs. First down, Wilson tries the left side. This time, Shelby says no way and throws him for a loss.
Yeah, big stop. That's 77 Pierce for Shelby.
They haven't called Pierce's name out many times tonight. He had a big game 2 weeks ago. Had a lot of tackles, but
he's just a junior. He'll be back next year too, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, he'll be back next year. There's a nice group of goal lines that'll be back next year. There, Hamilton, the big time receiver, Lee, the big time quarterback. Those are 2 guys, and a few offensive linemen. So, the cupboard's not going to be bare, but it'll be a little bit of a rebuilding job for the Golden Lions.
I've heard Pierce's name on a lot of the recruiting sites and stuff. He's getting a lot of big time college looks.
Wilson again through a crease. There he goes. 50, 40. He's going to go. 20, 10. Touchdown.
I don't see any flags on the play. Looks like that play will stand.
And that's going to be a 60-yard TD scamper for Lamont Wilson.
Yeah, it took it pretty well untouched. Right down the right side. Another TD there for Burns.
Man. And that was just, once he hit the second level, he was gone. 41-0. I don't think anybody expected this.
I'm with you there, Tom. I mean, it's been a great overall offense-defensive effort. I think a lot of people expect it to be a lot closer. You are right on that.
And the Nealon Cole extra point for Camacho. And snap back, kick up. Kick good, 42-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Nealon Co., a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Nealon Co. today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Nealon Co., proudly serving the Carolinas.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Ellie's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine or the Skag Patriot, available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with a Skag from Elliott Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at elliottsupplyinc.com.
All right, we're back. James River Equipment kickoff coming up. Lamont Wilson dashes in 60 yards out. 42-0, and boys, it's going to be a quick end to this game. Delay of game against Burns. It'll back them up 5. Academic at this point.
Yeah, we'll have a running clock as long as a 42-point difference in score there. Like I said, Lamont Wilson's kind of an exclamation point in this game. He's played well all game. He's a good offset. Change of pace back for Jeremiah Norris. Has played well this year, so another good run there by Lamont Wilson.
And John Grellman texted in a little while ago, says the Shelby Middle School has won 3 state middle school county championships. So definitely some more guys coming down the way for the for the Golden Lions. Ball's on the ground. It's loose, and it's covered by Burns and picked up. I think it's Marshall McGowan on the fumble recovery. Wow. And that is just...
I think that's actually Vincent, maybe.
Or was that no, I thought Vincent went out with the ankle. Not sure who covered. Who got that fumble, guys? You see, Joe? Courier, Zach Courier. 33, not 23.
Yeah, good job, Zach Courier, there for that fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, I mean, the wheels have come off the Shelby wagon big time. It's just nobody expected this, and when you get down this bad, it just seems like it's just an avalanche. And, you know, this is Shelby, a proud Shelby program. They will be back, just not their night tonight. 42-0 Burns, and is Mooney still in there? I can't tell. That's Mooney still in there, right?
Yeah, we've got Norris, Mooney still back.
Yeah, so they still have their starters on the field, and handoff right side, and I think that's Norris.
That's Thompson.
Thompson, check that, Thompson, who's knocked down at the 10. Give him a 5-yard run. So it'll be second down. And as we said, clock will run, 8:43 left to go, and we had the exclamation point with Lamont Wilson. Now Burns trying to put a double exclamation point on this thing. And they're taking their time. So second down and about 5. And a little pistol set, triple wide receiver. Now Norris comes beside Mooney. And he'll get it and try the left side. He's looking for a hole. He doesn't find it. Knock down, give him about 2, be third down and 3.
Yeah, try to make a little run there to the outside. Nothing much doing there. Clock down under 8 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, it's on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. Just joining us, 42-0. I tried to give everybody listening a shout out. Linda Weber, thank you for listening. Linda, a long time. Teacher's assistant up here at Burns. Drove buses. Worked in our exceptional children's department for a lot of years. Thank you, Linda, for listening. And it is third down and 3. That's what they've got up on the board. Man comes in motion. I believe that's Thompson, and he'll get it. He's bottled up, trying to get away from a tackler. Does. He won't get away. He's gang tackled for a loss back at the 11.
We got a penalty flag. We might see a holding on this play as well.
I'm sure Shelby will decline it. And set up fourth down and probably about 4 or 5. I don't know. They might take it. Let's see what they do. I wouldn't imagine they want to give Burns another down. So let's see what they want to do. And no, they took the penalty. So that's going to mark it back to the 19-yard line. So the bad news for Burns is you're marked back.
At this point, not sure why Mooney and Norris are still in the game. I think if it was me, I might pull them. But
well, you know, they're seniors. Well, no, they're not. Those are both juniors. No. So I guess they just want them to.
It'll savor the victory.
Yeah, I guess savor the victory a little bit. And triple wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Norris again, the single back set. Fake the pitch. Mooney rolls left. He's looking wide open and missed him. He was wide open, and Mooney just threw it just a little bit too far.
Yeah, had Thompson over there, like you said, wide open. A little miscommunication there. That's really one of the only the second or third, not very many times we see that out of Ben Mooney.
And there's another flag down? No? Okay. So under 6 minutes left to go. I haven't got an update on that Crest score in a while, have you, boys?
I have not. Have you heard anything in there, Jeff?
No, I
hadn't seen any scores come through in a little bit.
Carolina Panthers up 3-0. I wonder if that's Baker or PJ playing tonight. 4 wide receivers in for Burns. 4th down, and Mooney flushed and lets it go. It's going to be complete, but short gain, and the Shelby defense holds. So good job for the Shelby defense to not give another touchdown up, but this one's all over but the crying. With 5 minutes left to go, it's going to be over pretty quickly with this running clock, gentlemen. Burns looks like they will be hosting Shelby.
29-15 Crest into the third quarter. Just got that in from boss man Kevin.
And Nick, my baseball buddy. Appreciate you listening in, Nick. From the Cable League. So appreciate you listening in. And we've got a loss of about 3.
I think it was that Hopper. Kavion Hopper on the stop there. I think he was running back. Clock ticking down. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game.
We got 29-15 Crest at the end of the third quarter.
Okay.
Did you get that, Tom?
29-15 Crest, end of third. So Crest looking good. And it's 3 wide receivers. And I think is that Hamilton on the reception?
Yep.
And he'll get it out to the 25-yard line.
It's like McGowan and a couple guys there for the tackle for Burns. So
and third down and short, third down and 2.
Next week we're home against Salisbury. Is that finalized?
I don't know. I don't have the Salisbury score. The only final I got was Chase.
Okay.
Chase won.
So we will be at home. We do know that. Just not sure of our opponent.
And I think if Chase wins and we win next week, that will set up Chase and Burns. And what an epic collision that would be. Pass complete and first down.
Yeah, Hamilton on the catch, Jeter on the tackle there for Burns.
And as this one winds down, this has really just been an outstanding effort in all 3 phases for Burns. Offense, defense, special teams.
Well, that's one thing. We get a lot of press on our offense, but our defense is underrated. They've been playing good all year, and to shut Shelby out is huge. Yeah.
They're trying their best to shut him out, and that one almost intercepted by Lamont Wilson.
That don't happen very often. A team like this that can score points like they have. Game's not quite over, but it's been a pretty dominating performance by this defense.
Yeah, I tell you what, he almost had him an interception. And I tell you what, it's just been, if they could play this well.
Yeah, but as you say, Shelby will be back next year. They'll always be Shelby. They'll always be a tough opponent. Like I said, they got some good kids coming up the pipeline. So
just need to duplicate this performance a couple more times. As Lee, all kinds of time, lets it go over the middle and hit hard by Haynes. And he'll have a gain of about 6. And it's 4th down, or is that 3rd down? 3rd down.
As Hamilton, I think, caught that. What a job to hold on to that ball after that hit by Haynes.
Yeah, that was pretty good lick.
Yeah, that was a hard lick there by Haynes. I think Surratt had the coverage on that play as well.
153 and counting. And it's Lee in the shotgun. He's got it. Takes his time, lets it go, and broke it up and almost intercepted. I don't know, it looked like he might have got there a smidge early, but a bang-bang play, and they don't call it. It's incomplete. And with 1:33 and counting left to go, Shelby 4th down and about 4.
Yeah, pass coverage there by Jakari Jeter. He played him a heck of a game tonight. Seen him make several good tackles out here on this defense.
So clock running, 1:15 and counting. And you know what? I think Burns wants this shutout a little bit worse than I thought. They're really trying to make sure that they get this shutout. And rolling is Lee, and he'll get a first down. He might have got hit late. No call. Couldn't tell. It's over there on the far side of the field. But it's a 5-yard run and a first down, but the clock continues to run.
Yeah, flushed out there by Kahari Haynes. He's another guy that had a heck of a game tonight.
52, now 44 seconds and counting. And they're going to call the personal foul against Burns.
Yeah, probably on Haynes. Maybe
it looked like maybe it was a little bit late. Hard for me to tell over here. But with 25 seconds left to go and a running clock, this may be it, gentlemen. This may be the last play of the game. If they can really hurry, they might get 2. Lee's back. He's got time. He's stepping up, and he fires, and way over the head of his receiver. But see, with a running clock, that's going to be it. And your Main Street Hardware scoreboard, it's a final 42-0.
Shelby took a timeout. They can.
They took a timeout. I don't blame them. I don't. At this point, I don't blame them a bit. Yeah, they're not going to lay down. If at all possible, Coach Wilbanks is wanting to score, and I don't blame him. I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah, you want to get some points on the board if you're Shelby.
Because we have. I think that Burns is playing for the shutout, and Coach Wilbanks does not want to give him. He wants one more shot.
One more shot for his receivers, for those seniors.
So it is 4th down, and the ball's at the 42-yard line. Doesn't matter. This will be the last play of the game. Empty set. 5 wide receivers, and there they go. And Lee's back. He's stepping up, and he lets it go to the end zone. Jump ball.
He caught it.
And it's incomplete, out of bounds.
It's a great catch, though.
It was an outstanding catch, but they don't give him the touchdown.
Yeah, he was out of bounds, but it was a great catch.
And the game ends. So now we have the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home of Falston post-game show. We'll give out some awards brought to you by Hojo's Power Sports, brought to you by Homestar Financial, brought to you by S&R Auto Sales. So we'll have those players of the game coming up just a few minutes. Once again, Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 42-0 Burns. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales and Contracted Pyrotechnics. See, don't do that.
Barker Family Feed in Bellwood now carries Balin Country products, including Balin Country water feeders and gates. Come check them out. And if you're looking for square hay bales, they've got them at Barker Family Feed. And don't forget, the baby chicks have arrived. Also mums, pumpkins, fertilizer, lime, grass seed, plus pet and livestock feed, along with your insecticides and pesticides too. See the girls today at Barker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Like them on Facebook too. Tired of pests and bugs around your house? Do you see signs of termites, wet basement or crawl space, mold or mildew? Call the best. Call Neeline Cole, a local termite and pest control and moisture and water control business located in Bowling Springs. Voted the best for 12 years running. They have the skills and experience to help make your home more comfortable, to save you money on your energy bills, or to inspect a home you're buying for prior or present costly damage. Call Neeline Cole today at 704-434-9411 for a free estimate. Use the best. Neeline Cole, proudly serving the Carolinas. Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $599. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end of summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston, and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. For more information, visit the websites at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com and StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com, both giving you the gift of comfort for you and your family. The 30th anniversary sale continues at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Come check them out all year long with some great anniversary specials. Find out how easy it can be for you to be one of their satisfied customers. Yes, 30 years ago, Susie and Richie started S&R Auto Sales, striving to give you the best deal possible on a quality pre-owned vehicle. See them today at 417 South Post Road in Shelby, online at srautosales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. That's S&R Auto Sales in Shelby.
It's time to power up. Power up with Skag Power Equipment powered by Vanguard from Ellie's Supply Company in Polkville. The Vanguard is now available on the Skag Tiger Cat and the Skag Patriot models. See the Skag Tiger Cat 52-inch mower with Vanguard 810cc 28 horsepower EFI engine, or the Skag Patriot available in 52 and 61-inch cuts with the Vanguard 810cc 26 horsepower engines. Power up with the Skag from Ellie's Supply Company, Highway 182 in Polkville, online at elliessupplyinc.com.
Katie Bradley Engel at KBI Real Estate in Shelby is this area's Keller Williams agent. When you work with KBI Real Estate, you're getting a knowledgeable and professional real estate agent. Buying or selling, Katie will take the stress out of your transaction and get you closed. Give Katie a call at 704-472-0133. Visit the website at katieengel.kw.com. That's Katie Bradley Engel at Keller Williams Joyce Realty. Office is located at 213-1 South Washington Street in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too. It's time to order your Broad River ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams in Shelby. Sproul sliced, honey spice glazed, fully cooked, and ready to eat. Also, don't forget to order your fresh turkey or turkey breast, along with chicken breast and Boston butts, pork shoulders, and green ham from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby. Online at morrissupermarket.com. See the page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. There's nothing like a big, juicy red tomato grown at Big John's Hydro Farm LLC all year round. Plus, you'll find a wide variety of vegetables growing too. John Carroll invites you to come on by. They're located at 1324 East Stagecoach Trail, right outside of Falston. For 8 years, they have been in business, and they are a proud sponsor of this local high school football broadcast. Give them a call at 704-913-3074. And be sure to see their page on Facebook. That's Big John's Hydro Farm. And be sure to pick up Big John's Hydro Farm tomatoes every Saturday from 9 to 12 at the Foothills Farmers Market. Dellinger's Jewel Shop in Kings Mountain is a fourth-generation, family-owned, 131-year-old business that has consistently supported the Kings Mountain community and high school sports. Dellinger's offers quality diamonds, gold and silver jewelry, custom jewelry, and jewelry repair, and great gift items and free gift wrapping. And they offer a sale price every day. So remember them for that special gift. Looking for that perfect engagement ring? They have a great selection of preset rings and loose diamonds. They're the place to go for better diamonds at a better price. Dellinger's Jewel Shop, 112 West Mountain Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-8031. For all your janitorial, cleaning supplies, and disposable paper products, see Webb Chemical and Paper Company. You'll find great prices, great service, and they offer products in bulk. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Their friendly, helpful staff will assist you with all your product needs. Webb Chemical and Paper Company is conveniently located at 2500 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Stop by and see them today or call 704-482-4331. Check them out at webbchemicalandpaper.com. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football games. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. That's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics.
Third quarter, Kahari Haynes with a 2-yard touchdown run. Camachos with a point after, 35-0. And then with 10:08 left in the game, Lamont Wilson a 60-yard touchdown run. Camacho perfect for the night, 6 of 6. And the final was 42-0 Burns. Again, dominant performance by Burns. Congratulations to the Bulldogs as they will host, I believe, Salisbury. Was up pretty big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 41-0. Thank you, Mark Southard, for sending that in. 41-0.
So Burns will be hosting Salisbury next week, and that could be a revenge game because I believe 2 years ago, I think Salisbury defeated Burns.
They came in here and beat us in the second round.
It was that weirdo, Jeff. It was that weirdo spring season.
Spring season, yeah.
Right, that strange spring season. So, so it's a rematch of a couple years ago. And I want to say Salisbury went on and won the state championship that year.
Yeah, they did. Tough. I think y'all have played them in the state championship.
Yeah, Salisbury lost to Shelby.
Sometimes in the East, right?
Lost to Shelby in the state championship in 2018, and then they won it in 2019. I think you're right, and I think that was
a tough program.
I think that was Mooney's first. He stepped in the starting slot.
Yeah, Cameron
that week,
got
I believe.
Hurt.
Yeah,
he stepped in and played. You're right.
And he has done a great job ever since he stepped in there.
He hadn't looked back since, has he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So that's what I've got. Again, total domination by Burns, and they'll be hosting Salisbury next week.
I'm gonna give you some individual stats. Ben Mooney passing 4 for 9, 85 yards. Rushing, Jeremiah Norris 22 carries, 95 yards, 1 touchdown. Lamont Wilson 5 carries, 88 yards, a touchdown. Ryan Thompson 14 carries, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving led by Kahari Haynes, 2 catches for 41. Defensively led by Lamont Wilson, 4 total tackles. Jeter as well, and Kavion Hopper with 5 tackles. So it's good overall effort by this Bulldog team. Like I say, offense, defense played great, and we're on to round 3, Tom.
Yeah, we are. So congratulations to Coach Devine and his staff, and Coach Wilbanks and his gang. They'll be back next year. They won't be down for long. So still a good season. Like I said, a bad season for a Cleveland County team is an outstanding season for a lot of other teams.
Absolutely.
So good luck to them moving forward. But we need to hand out some hardware here on the Stamey Funeral Home post-game show. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hojo's Power Sports, and I believe we agreed on Ryan Thompson. Jeremiah Norris. So, Jeremiah Norris.
He set the tone for this game. He was a workhorse, had 22 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. He was everything tonight. made plays. Probably could have scored a couple more touchdowns, but he's been our workhorse all year, and he proves himself tonight.
So Jeremiah Norris, your offensive player of the game, once again brought to you by Hojo Power Sports of Shelby. And now our defensive player of the game brought to you by Homestar Financial of Shelby. Who do we got, Matt?
Defense, Kavion Hopper, 5 total tackles. Played a really good game tonight. As is, Wilson had 4 tackles, Jeter had 4, but Kavion Hopper came out with 5, so let's make him our defense player of the game.
Yeah, and doing a lot of the dirty work along that defensive line and just doing a good job eating up space and taking on blockers and making tackles. So Kavion Hopper, good guy. I mean, I've talked about him a lot. Just a good guy, good Christian kid, very spiritual kid. Just a great young man. So congratulations to Kavion. He is our defensive player of the game. Once again, brought to you by Homestar Financial, and the overall player of the game brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby.
It's got to be Ryan Thompson. 14 carries, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. Had one call back, a long run that could have had another touchdown with that too, but heck of a game. I think he had a few receptions. I didn't get those stats for him, but man, he's something else out there. He's big time. He's been like it that way his whole career, and he's deserving of the player game tonight.
Yeah, and I think that he did hit another gear tonight, and he was just – they wanted this game very badly. You could tell that maybe some people doubted them a little bit, so they wanted to make a statement tonight, and they did. So congratulations, Ryan Thompson, the S&R Auto Sales overall player of the game. So, guys, any parting shots before we go? And Matt and I will be next week, and Jeff, I'm sure you'll be somewhere helping out doing something. So,
well, I hope I'm somewhere, whether it's on the air or not. I'll be somewhere. somewhere next week. But thanks for letting me jump in as the third wheel and add a little bit of some of the things that I've seen for over years and years as a football coach, and it's been a lot of fun. And all I say is hopefully Burns can keep it rolling. It's been a while since 1994. It'd be nice to add another bit of hardware.
We got a special group this year. There's
absolutely,
no doubt
sure
about
do.
Yep.
Sure do. And it just again they were hitting on all cylinders tonight, and no reason that they can't continue next week against Salisbury.
Yeah, always appreciate your insight and your knowledge. And if Josh Briscoe is still listening, Josh would, every time you would say a penalty and the way it was called, Josh would chime in. Josh is a football official in the state of Tennessee, which I was not aware of. So
he played football at University of Tennessee as well, wide receiver.
So I did not realize he was officiating football out there.
I remember he was a heck of a football player here in Cleveland County. I know that.
Yeah, he was great before going on to Tennessee, and I guess still lives out there. So thank you for all the people who chimed in and listened. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But we really appreciate the support. Without the listener support and without the support of our sponsors, especially Contracted Pyrotechnics, we really appreciate Dustin Ledford. It was he that made this broadcast possible, along with West End Sales. And again, the post-game show, the Stamey Funeral Home post-game show. Thank you to them and all of our sponsors that makes this YouTube broadcast possible each and every week. So for Tom Sinafani, Jeff Jones, and Matt Royster, once again, Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 42-0 Burns. Burns hosting Salisbury next week. You've been listening to Burns High School football. Thank you, and good night.
It's time to order your Broad River ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams in Shelby. Sproul sliced, honey spice glazed, fully cooked, and ready to eat. Also, don't forget to order your fresh turkey or turkey breast, along with chicken breast and Boston butts, pork shoulders, and green ham from Morris Supermarket and Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby. Online at morrissupermarket.com. See the page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. Katie Bradley Engel at KBI Real Estate in Shelby is this area's Keller Williams agent. When you work with KBI Real Estate, you're getting a knowledgeable and professional real estate agent. Buying or selling, Katie will take the stress out of your transaction and get you closed. Give Katie a call at 704-472-0133. Visit the website at katieengel.kw.com. That's Katie Bradley Engel at Keller Williams Joyce Realty. Office is located at 213-1 South Washington Street in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too.